concern that they might need to get jump-started here?
I hope not. There have been some home games where that has been the case, and that is a bit of a concern, being 4-5 here at Rogers Place. They need to come out of the gate and be ready for it, because you're taking on an LA team that had a game that they almost crawled back into against the Calgary Flames on Monday. They lost 6-5, but it went right down to the wire. So I would think, and that ended a 4-game winning streak for the Kings, I would think the Kings will be ready to go. So I would think, and that ended a 4-game winning streak for the Kings, I would think the Kings will be ready to go.
Rob, Stuart Skinner gets the start in goal. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I think as a player, you want the coaching staff to reward players for their play. And Stuart Skinner has been the better goaltender this season. He deserves a spot in net. I don't think as a coach you look at contracts. I think as a coach you look at which players give you the best chance to win a hockey game. And right now, Stuart Skinner gives the Edmonton Oilers the best chance of winning a hockey game. This is first game back on start a homestand, playing against a team that you played in the playoffs last year, a team that you're going to be battling all season with. The Oilers want to send a message, and right now sending a message is by putting your best goaltender in. Right now, that's Stuart Skinner.
All right, from your perspective, Cam, as a former WHL goaltender, it's supposed to be a meritocracy, isn't it?
I agree. And if Stuart Skinner has an incredible game here tonight, then he should start on Saturday.
Yeah.
If he's just okay or not, then absolutely Jack Campbell goes on Saturday. I would think at this point, we're this far into the season, that you earn your ice time in goal from here on in. And just like Rob said, the contract, it doesn't matter to the coaches.
Well, Bob, and you go even further. You look at the lineup. Warren Fogel's now playing in the second line. That is not the plan.
Right.
It was supposed to be Puljujarvi, Yamamoto, Kane, those players. There's some injuries. Well, then Holloway was supposed to be the guy that came up. But Fogel, the way he played on the road trip, I thought Fogel was probably the most consistent of all the Oilers on the road trip. His bar isn't as high as others, obviously,
right,
but he met his bar for the entire road trip. He deserves that shot.
How much do you think him getting on the PK and getting
100%. I played in the National Hockey League, and if you're not on a specialty team and you're sitting there, your mind wanders, your legs start to seize up on you. If you get into a game where there's penalties and you're not on either specialty unit, you can go 12 minutes on the clock, which is about 30 minutes of real time, where you don't get on the ice. And now you're expected to go out there, okay, I want you to go bring energy.
And he's a bigger, heavier guy.
Yes. Yeah. You don't have energy to bring if you sit there for that long. That gets him into the game. So now he's got his regular shift, he's got his penalty killing, plus it's an ego thing. It makes you feel good about yourself when the coaching staff says, we trust you in this important situation. That makes you a more confident player 5-on-5.
Well, it's funny because I know why he was picked up. And he played right wing, not left wing in Carolina, and he killed penalties there. And he was picked up because the Oilers needed more of a net presence with Hyman and Fogel. Those were the two explanations why. Now, Carolina has subsequently traded Ethan Bear ultimately for a 5th-round draft choice. So I think we know how that end of it worked out from a Carolina perspective. Cam, I got to ask you this. You saw what happened last year with Mikey Anderson. The Oilers don't have that type of team that can necessarily... Do you think anybody will take a little bit of a shot at Anderson if they get the opportunity tonight after what he did to Draisaitl last year in the playoffs?
If a hit's available, I think that could happen. I don't think we're going to see anything like we would 20 years ago where somebody would go right at him and we'd have a tilt in the first or second shift that he's on the ice. I don't think that'll be the case, but if there's a hit to be had, I think that will happen.
Well, and to that point too, if you look at the Oilers lineup,
they don't have that makeup.
Well, no, but the player that could give the most physical punishment on the Oilers is Leon Draisaitl. If Leon wants to go out of his way and hammer Anderson, he's as physically gifted as anyone else on this team. When it comes, he's imposing. So if he decides he's going to be the guy that's going to throw the body check, he's going to finish a check maybe a second late, he's the one that can punish the most. And I would not put it past him that if he has that opportunity tonight, he will do it. And good on him. We have long memories.
Yeah, well, we do have long, and think of Brandon Manning. Brandon Manning wiped out Connor McDavid, said it was an accident. Then the next time they played Philly, he chirped in McDavid's face, said it wasn't an accident. So when he came back to Edmonton, he paid for it. Because, and Draisaitl was one of the guys on top of Maroon. Draisaitl got a charging minor for drilling Manny when he didn't even have the puck.
It's funny. You always hear people talking about, well, Connor and Leon, they're getting abused out there. No, they're not. Connor and Leon give more than they get. Always give more than they get. Players, when they play against Connor and Leon, they usually are the ones at the end of the night feeling a little more physically beat up because of how big and strong both Connor and Leon are.
All right, Rob, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Yes.
In your NHL career, what's the longest grudge you ever held? Did you? And I know you got Sean Avery at the end of your minor pro career.
Yeah.
And good for you for that, by the way.
Probably was Avery. I don't know if I've disliked anyone more in pro hockey than him.
And maybe educate our listeners what you did to him in the last pro game you ever played.
Well, I told my line mates at some point tonight during the game, you're going to have to jump in. They asked why. I said, you'll see. And he came down on a one-on-one, and I accidentally cross-checked him across the jaw. And a brawl broke out. And then he tried getting me in the hallway. He had to try running across the cement, and the police officer jumped on top of him, which is probably better for me anyways, too.
Good for you, Rob. That's all I have to say. I have absolutely no problem with that. I don't know about you guys. All right, we are going to get to, thank you very much, Cam. We'll let you get focused up. It is time for the Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Alberta Ford Dealers. Get 1.49% APR purchase financing for up to 72 months on select new 2022 F-150 models. Visit Ford.ca. What do you got?
Well, I think the Oilers want to play more of a low-event hockey game, especially in their own zone. They've just given up too many grade A scoring chances. Skinner's got a .500 record, and that's with a .930 save percentage. Too much defensively. This is an LA team that can score, so the Edmonton Oilers have to
That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. That wraps up Rogers Game Night. Up next, play-by-play action. Cam Moon will have the call. The Edmonton Oilers hosting the LA Kings on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, when we say we're on this road together, we mean it. That's why during our Road Ready sales event, you can save up to $200 on a set of 4 select tires until December 23rd. Financing options available. Book your appointment today at fountaintire.com.
At End of the Roll Flooring Centers, we're a lot more than just rolls. But changing our name to End of the Last Pallet of luxury vinyl planks and boxes of laminate flooring is a bit much. Just know that we have laminate, luxury vinyl planks, area rugs, and more. End of the Roll Flooring Centers, a name that simply means great pricing on all types of flooring. More than just rolls at End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Visit endoftheroll.com.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Proud Albertan through and through. And equally proud of the truck I drive, Ford F-150. You know, driving across this great province, I've learned that no two Albertans are the same, which is why there's a tough, capable F-150 for everyone, from the long hauler to the weekend warrior. Plus, really smart options like the available interior work surface. Choice. It's a powerful thing. So if you're looking for a new truck, head to your Alberta Ford dealer. Tell them PB sent you.
The absolute final deadline in the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery is just 2 days away. You could live mortgage-free in the $2.7 million grand prize, a custom-built show home by Newground Developments, Porsche Cayenne, and $200,000 cash. And don't forget the 50-50. The jackpot is over $1.5 million. Hurry, the absolute final deadline is just 2 days away. Be mighty. Buy now at MightyMillionsLottery.com.
At Fountain Tire, when we say we're on this road together, we mean it. That's why during our Road Ready sales event, you can save up to $200 on a set of 4 select tires until December 23rd. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Clark, in the performance of the American and Canadian national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is Oil Country.
McDavid,
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Oilers back from a 4-game road trip, and they will host the Los Angeles Kings. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Reed Wilkins, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Go to our Coventry home starting lineup for Edmonton up front. Connor McDavid with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Jesse Puljujärvi on defense. Darnell Nurse and Cody Ceci. Stuart Skinner will start in goal. For the Kings, Anze Kopitar up front with Gabe Vilardi and Adrian Kempe on defense. Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty in goal. It's Cal Peterson. All dreams start at home. Chase yours in a customized plan by Coventry Homes, a preferred builder of the Edmonton Oilers, the 2022 Builder of the Year. The referees, John McIsaac and Eric Furlack, Shandor, Alfonso, and Kyle Flemington. They're on the lines. We've dropped the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place as Nurse dumps it into the King zone. Along the right wing boards, Puljujärvi pushes it to the right wing corner. Vilardi will get it up the middle and out. Kopitar to Kempe at center ice. He'll bounce it in. Goes to the left wing corner. Ceci ties up there with Kopitar. It's sent up the right wing boards. McDavid made sure that it got out. Doughty just inside his own blue line for the Kings. Now to Kopitar. I'll leave it back to Anderson. Now to Doughty. He'll skate up through the neutral zone. Give it to Kopitar. He'll split the D. He'll walk in on the stop by Skinner. Just got it with a left pad off the breakaway. Here's Fogle into the King zone. But his pass through the skates of Nurse, and it comes out. Great opportunity for Kopitar here early in this game. We're 55 seconds into a scoreless first.
Oilers looking to improve their details there, and they let LA walk right in unmolested. Kopitar. Wow.
Here is Draisaitl. Cross ice pass goes over to the right wing. Fired towards the net by Bouchard. It misses. Kept in by Kulak. Put it off of Arvidsson, and it comes out, and here's Moore. Into the Oiler end. That's taken away, and Bouchard in behind the Edmonton net with Moore all over as they tie up. Top of the circles. It's Fogle to get it out, and he'll give it to Draisaitl. Now into the King zone down the right wing. Drops the puck. Nobody there for Edmonton. Skating onto it, though, is Hyman. Goes to the right corner. He'll bring it in front, and the shot and the save by Peterson. Arvidsson behind the net. Now up the left wing. Getting it out is Roy.
Both teams with some good looks here early in the game.
On the right wing, Barry will shoot it in. Tyson Barry playing in game number 700 in his NHL career. Puck goes in behind the Kings net and sent over to the right wing. We're scoreless here in the first period. Puck cleared out to center ice. Barry, a little tight turn on the right wing. Ran into Kupari, so it'll be McLeod for the Oilers. Cross. And Ryan Murray will get it out. That one went off of Edler, so no icing. As Walker leaves it for Edler. On the left side, Kupari to Grundstrom. He'll bounce the puck towards Skinner. He'll corral it, now play it. Give it to Kulak. Get it up the left wing and out to center ice is Holloway. He'll dump it in. 2.5 gone here in a scoreless first. Oilers hosting the LA Kings as Holloway looking forward on the right wing inside the King zone. To Ryan, now around to Shore. That's too far. In from the point. Kulak to keep it in to Ryan. Off the back of the net. Holloway goes in behind the goal. He got hit. Lizotte trying to get a hold of it. Instead, it goes behind the net to Ryan. Back to the blue line. Kulak winds up, shoots it. And that one went off of Mikey Anderson. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Edler will get it to the line. Kept in. Bouchard will drill it towards the net. That was blocked. Comes back to Bouchard. Has it on the right point. Take a wrist shot. He hit Anderson Dolan with it twice, and the second one did come out.
Excellent job fronting the puck defensively from the former Spokane Chief, Jarrett Anderson Dolan, just up because of Brendan Lemieux's injury.
Just inside his own blue line as Bouchard drops it to McDavid. He'll dump it in. Peterson out of his net. Gave it to Doughty. Comes out of the right wing corner for the Kings. They'll get up the center. Put it across to Anderson. Now to Kempe over the Oiler line. Through the middle. It goes off of Nurse. Puck along the left wing boards as Nugent Hopkins gets it free to McDavid. His pass goes off his skate. Following it up is Nurse. He'll send the puck in. Doughty off the end boards. Goes to the right wing corner inside his own end. We're scoreless here in the first. Just about 4 minutes gone as Anderson's got it in behind his goal, and he'll leave it back there to Doughty.
Again, my prediction will see under 60 shots on goal in this game and no more than 5 goals. Both teams looking to lock it down a bit defensively.
Puck brought in. Arvidsson will drop it to Deneau. He'll shoot it off the pad of Skinner. Moore goes in behind the net. Left side to Arvidsson. Back to the point for Dursey. He'll get it down low. Arvidsson has it up the left wing. Get hit by Barry. Puck gets into the slot. Drilling it to the net. Scores. Moore in the high slot. Hammers that one. Stick side on Skinner. And it's 1-0 Los Angeles.
Oh, so much for that prediction early here. But Trevor Moore was so good last year for the LA Kings in that playoff series. He had 3 goals and 4 points. And Deneau feathers a pass across to him. Roy was driving the net, and the Oilers got caught on an overload. 4 players on one side of the ice. Moore had time and space and wired one home, and a quick 1-0 lead for LA.
4:23 time of the goal for Trevor Moore, his 3rd of the season. Absolutely hammered that thing past Skinner. It's 1-0 for Los Angeles. Here's Edler up the left wing. Couldn't get it to Kupari. Now the puck brought in. On the right side, shot by Janmark. Just off the stick of Walker. Went wide of the Los Angeles net. Grundstrom. The left wing to Walker. Now to Fiala. He'll throw it in. Cross corner. Deneau and Arvidsson get the assists on the goal by Moore. Puck in the right corner. Grundstrom put it to the net, and it is covered up by Skinner. He'll hold on. 4:50 gone in the first. 1-0 Kings lead.
Well, they didn't have Arvidsson last year in the playoff series, and they didn't have Drew Doughty. I mean, Doughty's at 26 minute, and last year he was back. I mean, he had 31 points in 39 games playing for Todd McClellan. This is a team that's plus 2.5 in the shot metrics this year. They were much better than that last season. They put everything on the net. The Oilers tend to be a team at times early in games that they don't direct a ton of pucks on goal early.
Get to the blue line, and Kaliev had kept it in for the Kings. It goes to Ceci, now to Nurse. Up the right wing, finds Derek Ryan. He can drop that. Devin Shore to center ice. He'll dump it in. Cal Peterson out of the net. Couldn't stop it. Goes off of Kaliev. Puck gets to the left wing corner. Holloway gets dumped down. Walker gets it up to the line, but that's kept in. Comes back to Walker. Now to Kaliev. He'll get it out. Just beyond Lizotte. So Bouchard to Ryan into the King zone. He'll drop the puck on the right wing. Into the right wing corner. Kulak back to the point. Goes off a stick past Bouchard and out. Skinner will set it for Bouchard. Stuart Skinner, 40 saves in that 4-2 win in Florida on Saturday.
And here's the 1-2-2 forecheck from LA as well.
And it's setting up in the neutral zone, but brought in by Nugent Hopkins. Across to Puljujarvi, off his stick, but kept in. It comes back. Nugent Hopkins on the left wing. Up to the top of the circle. Cycles the puck to McDavid. Has it on the left wing boards. McDavid to the middle. Now back to the point. Bouchard comes across the line, can drop it. Kulak will take a snapshot, blocked in front of the net. Here's Bouchard on the right point, drills it, and that one was blocked. Hit Velarde, and the puck comes out. Kempe got it to the Oiler blue line. Now Kopitar will bring it in left wing. He'll shoot it. Glove save by Skinner. Juggled it. Now covered it up. And he holds on. 6:22 gone here in the first. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Your furnace is dead. It's time to replace it before winter crushes you. Legacy Heating and Cooling is practically there already. Yeah, we're working in your basement, doing a replacement. The work is so earnestly building your legacy. With no payments and no interest for 1 year, you gotta call Legacy. Replacing your dying furnace before it's too late, that's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Honey, I overloaded the washing machine and there's a mini waterfall pouring through the basement roof.
We'll fix it. Don't worry, babe.
And I might have horribly shrunk your lucky jersey.
Oh!
Life happens. Access Insurance can help. The save of the game is brought to you by Access Insurance. When Albertans need it most, they know they can count on the Access Insurance team for a huge save. It's easy to switch and save. Check out their Google reviews.
Visit accessinsurancegroup.com.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2023-24 Edmonton Oilers season seats.
Let's go to the Nets.
Be there for the next Game Day Live event, November 21st at Vinnie's, 807 Saddleback Road Northwest. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com. You're listening to Oilers Hockey on 630 CHED and on the Radio Player Canada app.
Tonight's 50-50s in support of Autism Edmonton to deliver life-enhancing programs that ignite the power and potential of autistic individuals. Purchase your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. 1-0 Kings. We're here in the first. Mikey Anderson with the puck inside the Oilers zone. Tried to get it towards the net. It goes off of Cody Ceci. 6.5 into this first period. Now through the middle. Nurse will shoot it into the Kings' end. Anderson has it go off his skate. Hyman gets it in front of the net. Draisaitl over to Nurse. His shot blocked in front of the goal as that one hit Philip Deneau. Up the left wing, Fogle to Hyman behind the net. To the left side, Nurse put it right through the crease. It goes to the right wing point. Ceci down the right wing boards for Hyman. It's spun around by Deneau. Puck comes loose. Arvidsson up the right wing. He'll find Trevor Moore. He's the goal scorer for the Kings. They're up 1-0. Now to Doughty. Over the line, Arvidsson does a little button hook up near the blue line on the right wing. We'll play it to the corner. Nurse to Draisaitl. He got stripped of it from Fiala, and Fiala has it up the right wing to the blue line to Durzi. It goes off of Hyman. It comes out. Draisaitl left wing gave it to Fogle. He'll go high in the air.
That's the highest dump in we've had in 5 seasons in this building.
It was higher than the clock. Down the right wing, Grundstrom into the Oilers zone. A backhand off the outside of the Edmonton net. Barry on the left wing. Got it up to the blue line. Sent back in. This time, Ryan Murray will get it out. With Grundstrom on him now. Just to play it back to Barry. The right wing boards. Janmark. Now on the right side. Move the puck looking for Costin. Puck gets to the right wing corner. McLeod keeps it in for Edmonton. Here's Roy on the end boards. Over to Durzi. He'll go high in the air and get it out. Back into his own end, Ryan Murray. 1-0 Kings. Just over 8 minutes gone here in the first.
This is one of the most passive. This is a 1-1-3 that they're playing right now.
Almost a 1-4.
Preying on the Oilers' mistakes. That should have been a penalty. That's a penalty all day. You can't slash the stick out of a guy's hand in this league anymore.
On the left wing, Edler will get it out, flies it down the right side. Lizotte gets down there, no icing, and the puck in the left wing corner of the Oilers' zone. Kaliev on the left wing. He'll put it towards the net, gloved by Skinner. He'll hold on. Oilers wearing the reverse retros for the first time this season. Dark blue with some white and orange, and the Kings in their road whites with the black and silver.
John McIsaac is one of our 2 referees tonight, and he worked a game in Chicago where the Oilers were penalized 9 times in the first 2 periods of that game.
That was a long night.
Derek Ryan had the puck up the right side boards and had one hand on the stick, and it got hacked right out of his hand. And they call that most times, especially when you have possession of the puck in the O-zone, which Ryan did.
Here's Kopitar behind the Oiler goal. Right wing corner towards the net, and a backhand that goes wide. Anderson in from the point. His shot and a glove save made by Skinner. He holds on. Another face-off in the Oilers' zone. Oilers have taken a lot of shots towards that Kings net. Only one has got through to Peterson.
They've done a good job. They're playing with real desperation defensively, and I wonder whether or not it has to do with the start of the year that Peterson's had. The LA Kings come into tonight's game, Cam, 29th in the league in save percentage at .883, and Peterson is at .867 to start the year.
His last game, he made 18 saves in a 4-3 win versus Detroit, and that was on Saturday. As Jonathan Quick was in goal for that 6-5 loss in Calgary on Monday.
And didn't get a lot of support when the Flames...
He actually made a lot of good saves.
2-1 LA. Kaliev had sniped a couple, and the Flames scored 4 straight before the end of the second period.
Face off to the right is Skinner. Nugent Hopkins takes the draw. Got it to Ceci.
Wow.
Put it to the left wing corner, and McDavid comes up with it. He'll skate up the left wing. He's got points in 10 straight. He'll get it across to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Ceci over the line. Will shoot it. Save made by Peterson. Puck on the right wing. McDavid skates across the top. Brings it back to the blue line. Now down the right wing. And leave the puck to Nugent Hopkins to the blue line on the right point. Ceci pulls it to the middle, shoots it off the end boards, got the bounce, but off the skate of Nugent Hopkins. Puck cleared out by Anderson. Anderson threw it through the middle, but it goes to Nurse. Now to McDavid. In over the line, pokes it towards the net. Oh, batted out of the air. That was going to go in. Now just fired wide of the net on the right wing by Fogle. To the blue line, drilled by Bouchard. Didn't get through it. Broke the stick of Velarde, and it comes out. Here's Bouchard dumping it in. I can't believe that didn't go in the net.
It's a great defensive play.
That was going in. It got batted out of the air before it went in the net as Moore gets to center ice and shoots it in. 1-0 Kings here in the first. Kulak in behind the Edmonton net. Gets away from Arvidsson, has to go back behind it.
And then they peel back off, and it's very static. I'm going to call it a 1-1-3, but you're right. It looks like a 1-4. Can't beat all 4 guys. They're forcing the Oilers to dump pucks when their top-end guys have puck possession.
Moore shoots it down. It's icing. But, yeah, there's no pressure on the forecheck. They're all sitting at one player at the blue line. Everybody else on the other side of center. Arvidsson absolutely stole that. Should have been a goal for Connor McDavid. Unreal.
What's crazy is he didn't put it in the net. That takes a lot. I mean,
here's Jersey high in the air to get it out. On the right wing to Costin. He'll shoot it in. Janmark got it over to the left wing side. Fiala will get it out. For Grundstrom at center ice, he'll softly dump the puck. McLeod got it to the corner. Fiala put it towards the goal. It goes off of Skinner and now to the right wing corner. Kaparian behind the Edmonton net over to the right wing to Fiala. Back to the point. Shot from the point, and that is blockered away by Skinner. Janmark on the right wing. Get it to Kulak, now to Costin, and he'll dump it in. Peterson will set it and leave it back there. Alex Edler will go across to Walker on the right wing, off the stick of Kaliev. Skinner out of his net. Play the puck in the left wing corner. Murray up the boards. You get it through center ice. The puck gets dumped in by Holloway. He's going to go after it. Peterson able to sweep it around. Kaliev got it up to the line, kept in by Shore, then he lost it. And out to center ice, Anderson Dolan to Lizotte down the left wing. His shot save made by Skinner, and the net gets knocked off in behind Stuart Skinner, and we get the whistle. 8:19 to go in the first, 1-0 Kings lead. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Carbon monoxide is an invisible, silent, odorless killer.
Wake up.
Carbon monoxide alarms save lives. Get your CO alarm today. Wake up and learn more at atco.com/CO.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
8:15 to go in the first. 1-0 Kings lead. Off the draw in the Oilers zone. Puck on the left wing. Kempe brings it up top of the circle. Shoots it, and a stick save made by Skinner. Along the boards on the right side, Shore tried to get it out. Mikey Anderson came in from his point position to keep it in for Los Angeles. And it's tied up along the boards. Shore gets it free. In behind the net to Barrie. Tyson Barrie will start up through the middle as the Kings just back off, and in fact will now make changes. Oilers will do the same. Shots are 11-2 for Los Angeles. It's 1-0 for the Kings on a goal by Trevor Moore, his third of the season.
They're just backing up, and McDavid's going to have to beat 4 or 5 guys. That should have been interference on Jersey.
Puck dumped in.
Fans are booing there. That was a pretty obvious non-call.
Up to the line it goes. It just comes out. So McDavid spun around at the blue line. Deneau into his end for a Roy. Now through the middle. Goes off a stick down into the Oiler end. So Ceci wheels in behind the net. Reverses the puck to Nurse. Right wing to Puljujarvi. He'll go across. He'll find Ceci. He's able to shoot it in. Peterson out of his net to the right corner for Roy. Now through the middle to Deneau. He'll get it out. Puck on the right side to Arvidsson. He'll dump it in. Goes in past the Oiler net. Velarde will get it out. The shot and a nice save made by Skinner off of Kopitar. Kopitar tied up in the corner with Ceci. 6:40 to go in the first. 1-0 Kings lead. McDavid will get it up the right wing to Fogle. Give it back to McDavid. Come flying into the King zone. Drop it off to Bouchard. His shot and a save made by Peterson. Kopitar give the puck to Doughty. He'll slow it down.
They just got to get some shots on Peterson. He's fighting everything that's been directed his way in this game. Oilers just haven't got enough shots on goal.
There's Doughty to Anderson on the right wing to Kempe. Coming down from the point position was Kulak to keep it in. Now skating in front of his own net. Anderson to get it out. He'll give it to Fiala. Into the Oilers zone through the middle. Had it poked off his stick. So Kulak can skate away for Edmonton. They get through center now into the King zone. He'll backhand it to the net. And a stick saved by Peterson. Puck on near the left wing point goes off of Janmark into the Kings bench. And we get the whistle. 5:47 to go here in the first. 1-0 Kings lead from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Even though you're a busy business owner with more meetings than hours in a day, running from job site to job site and juggling calls, you are calm and collected because your group benefit plan is taken care of by Alberta Blue Cross. Your employees can manage their own health, dental, life, and disability coverage online, anytime, on any device, making it easier for them and you. Learn more at ab.bluecross.ca.
Carbon monoxide is an invisible, silent, odorless killer.
Wake up.
Carbon monoxide alarms save lives. Get your CO alarm today. Wake up and learn more at atco.com/CO.
Here's what's new at 630ched.com.
Looking for holiday gift ideas? TELUS World of Science's Be a Star program is the perfect gift for any occasion. Show a loved one you care by purchasing a star or constellation for them. Win your own star at 630ched.com.
Get your name on our insider list today and keep up to date on pre-sales, contests, and more. Visit 630ched.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers. 5:47 to go here in the first period. This Los Angeles team doing a great job of blocking shots so far.
Well, Bouchard's had 3 attempts blocked already in this game. The Oilers only have 4 shots on goal. And then a great defensive play by Arvidsson to pull the puck out of the net as Connor McDavid one-handed one up and over Cal Peterson. And how Arvidsson didn't end up deflecting that into his own net. That was a crazy sequence, but they've done a real effective job here. And Evan Bouchard struggling a bit right now to get pucks through from the point. And usually your best option is your first option if you want to limit having shots blocked from the point.
Face-off will be to the right of Peterson. Janmark wins the draw. Wins it so well that it went off the stick of Bouchard and came out. Here's Bouchard on the right wing to Ryan McLeod. Gets into the King zone. Put it off the referee and off of Edler. And puck along the boards. Costin comes in there. Takes Kapari into the corner. They got it in their skates. Kapari's trying to kick it free. Goes to Costin. He'll get it back to the left wing point for Kulak. Down the left side to Janmark. Brings it across the top to Bouchard, right wing. Will shoot it off the arm of Peterson. Puck in behind the net. On the right wing, McLeod. Couldn't get it back to the point. We give it to Janmark.
It's a good shift for this line here.
To Costin in the right corner. Costin protects the puck to the blue line to Bouchard. He'll get it across to Kulak. Now into the slot to Janmark to Kulak. He'll shoot it. That one blocked in front. Janmark from the side didn't get it through. Costin has it behind the net. Played it in front and it goes back to the point. Kept in. Bouchard on the left side has it at the blue line. Spins away from Moore. He'll go towards the net. He'll put a backhand off the outside of the goal. Nugent Hopkins has it left wing corner. Down to McDavid behind the net. Couple of moves, couldn't get it in front of the goal. It comes up near the blue line. Puljujarvi keeps it in, shoots it on goal, saved by Peterson. Here's McDavid in the left corner. To the right point. Bouchard, his shot blocked by Kupari and cleared out by Grundstrom. 1-0 Kings here in the first. 4:08 to go in the period. McDavid at the Oiler blue line. It's right in the middle.
And they back off, eh?
They sure do. Now over to Nurse. He'll dump it in. Mikey Anderson takes a hit from Puljujarvi. Puck goes to Velarde. He'll get it up the left wing for Kempe. Now to Kopitar. On the right side, shoots it in. Kempe was in on the offside. Kings have to tag up. So CC through the middle to McDavid. Now on the left to Nugent Hopkins. He'll shoot it. Misses short side. Goes back to the right wing point. CC has it on that right side. Into the corner for McDavid. Got Kopitar on him. Slides off the check. Back to the point. CC pulls to the middle. Shoots. Blocked in front of the goal. Here's a shot by Hyman. Doesn't get through. He's got it now on the right wing though. He'll wait. Go to the right corner. Rip it around to the left wing point. Nurse to Draisaitl off his stick. Doughty got it to the line and out.
Good 2 minutes here from Edmonton.
Now Ceci on the right wing. He'll shoot it in. 3 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 Kings. Peterson got it to the corner, but Fogle in front of the net, just missing Hyman. And skating up the right wing's Fiala. Into the Oiler end, cuts through the middle. Now over to Deneau, left side, in front of the net. And that one off a stick, hit the stick of Kulak, went to the corner. Deneau's got it right side. Out to Arvidsson. His shot partially blocked. He'll get it back. Takes it behind the goal. Went to center it, and it is covered up by Skinner, and he's going to hold on with 2:37 to go here in the first period. And the Kings have a 1-0 lead on the Edmonton Oilers. We'll take a break from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The absolute final deadline in the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery is just 2 days away. You could live mortgage-free in the $2.7 million grand prize, a custom-built show home by Newground Developments, Porsche Cayenne, and $200,000 cash. And don't forget the 50-50. The jackpot is over $1.5 million. Hurry, the absolute final deadline is just 2 days away. Be mighty. Buy now at MightyMillionsLottery.com.
Get the official NHL app to watch, read, and listen to all the deeks.
All I can say is absolutely wow.
All the sauce. All the saves. All the hits. All the snipes. All the sellies.
He scores! Unbelievable!
All the hockey. If it's hockey, it's here. Listen to every NHL game for free, now with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Download the official NHL app now.
Molson knows it takes passion to bleed orange and blue. It's what Oil Country does. Come cheer on the Oilers at Molson Hockey House at Rogers Place. Why not enjoy the game with a cold Molson Canadian or Molson Ultra? Molson Hockey House is a perfect place to meet with friends, and you can grab a Molson before or during an Oilers game. Must be 18 plus. No ticket required for entry to Molson Hockey House. Our game, our beer, Molson. A proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 1-0 Kings in the first. Oilers autograph session presented by West Edmonton Mall, scheduled for tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. Player maps and full event details can be found on the Oilers' social media channels or at wem.ca/Oilers. That's tomorrow, 6 to 8, West Edmonton Mall. Player autographs. Face off to the right is Skinner. As they tried to drop the puck, but it wasn't right. So now Shore to take the draw against Lizotte. Puck goes off of Kaliev, and Barry will bring it out through the middle. Got it in over the line on the left wing as Holloway couldn't get a shot through. Anderson Dolan put it up in the air and out. Ryan Murray's got to chase after it. And Kaliev on him across to Shore, off the boards and just out to center ice. 2:18 to go in the first period. 1-0 Kings lead. Murray, left wing corner of the Oilers zone. That got taken away. Kaliev put it in front of the net, but it'll be Holloway to bring it out for Edmonton on the right wing. Softly dumps it in past Edler. He goes after it. Walker gets run into by Holloway. Puck goes to the left corner. Edler for the Kings. He missed Kaliev with it. Perfect bank shot on net, though, so no icing. Here's Bouchard. Just leave the puck for Brett Kulak. Now to Leon Draisaitl. At the loop back towards the Oiler blue line. Draisaitl with points in 11 straight. Up the left wing to Hyman into the Kings zone. Dodges the hit from Doughty. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Doughty will get just crushed by Hyman as he cleared it out. And the Kings go offside at the Oiler blue line as Zach Hyman steamrolled Drew Doughty in the right wing corner, and the crowd reacts to it.
Well, Doughty stepped up on Hyman first, and Hyman said it's better to give than receive. Oh, good hard hit.
It was a good hard hit.
Doughty kind of reverse pivoted himself and
still got him from the side, though. Didn't hit him in the back.
Didn't hit him in the back.
Nope. Face off just outside the Oiler blue line with 1:23 to go here in the first period. Kings up 1-0 as puck shot in by Dursey, and Skinner will stop it in behind the net. He's got to play it. Gives it to Nurse on the left. He'll go across to his partner, Cody Ceci. Up the right wing. Puljujärvi directs it to the King blue line. Roy gets it out.
McDavid having a little bit of a conversation with John McIsaac out there. Again, the guy that worked the Chicago game. There's a slash right in the back of the legs on McDavid, uncalled.
Here's Arvidsson into his own end to Dursey. We're into the last minute here of the first. Roy up the right wing off the stick of Moore. That'll go into the Oilers zone in behind the net where Skinner can set it to Ceci. He'll now drop the puck for Darnell Nurse. Skating through and picking it up is Ryan McLeod. Builds speed through center. Now on the left wing for Costin. Goes to the left wing corner of the Kings zone. Over to the right in front to McLeod. Couldn't get the shot on net. Puck back to the near the right point and getting it out Fiala. Cross on the right side to Kapari. The Oiler blue line was met by Darnell Nurse. Puck along the board 17 seconds ago here in the first period. It's jammed loose. Janmark will take it behind the goal. Give it to Barry in the right wing corner. Up the right wing boards for Costin. Barry got dumped down. It's rimmed up the left wing off a Nurse and out. The first period will come to a close. The Oilers would be down by a score of 1-0 after this opening 20. Barry had a little something to say to the referee as well after that hit in the corner.
And the Oilers are having a conversation, and John McIsaac's sitting there waving guys off. Tyson Barrie goes over and saying it's pretty obvious he cleaved me to the ice, but they're letting him play. This is the exact opposite of the game that McIsaac officiated against Chicago. Hit from behind there by Kevin Fiala, and Barrie thought it should have been a penalty. Kings up 1-0. They blocked a ton of shots, and that's part of the reason why they have the lead. The Oilers had some chances, but the Kings fronted a lot of pucks. Last count we had was 16 in the first period. The Oilers only got 6 shots on goal. Oilers got some work to do here, down 1-0.
Yeah, it felt that way. Kings doing a very good job of getting in shooting lanes as the Edmonton Oilers are through 20 minutes here with the Los Angeles Kings and the debut of the Edmonton Oilers reverse retro jerseys. 1-0 Kings lead on a goal by Trevor Moore. Reed Wilkins and Rob Brown, they've got the intermission for you when we come back. 1-0 after 1 from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
What is this place? For days, I've looked out on snow-capped mountains, where I've skated across frozen glacial lakes, discovered rare ice formations in caverns, and skied on soft powder snow. It's like nowhere else on Earth.
Jasper in winter. It's otherworldly. Visit jasper.travel/winter to plan your journey. Venture beyond.
Honey, I overloaded the washing machine and there's a mini waterfall pouring through the basement roof.
We'll fix it. Don't worry, babe.
And I might have horribly shrunk your lucky jersey.
Oh!
Life happens. Access Insurance can help. The save of the game is brought to you by Access Insurance. When Albertans need it most, they know they can count on the Access Insurance team for a huge save. It's easy to switch and save. Check out their Google reviews.
Visit accessinsurancegroup.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
To McDavid, in over the line, pokes it towards the net. Oh, batted out of the air. That was going to go in. Now just fired wide of the net on the right wing by Fogle.
All right, the Oilers unable to muster a goal in that first period as the Kings lead at 1-0. Early goal by Trevor Moore. Shots 13-6 in favor of Los Angeles. They also blocked a bunch of shots in that period. We'll get the official game sheet in a couple of minutes here. That was your look into the highlight zone for Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. 3 great locations for Century Casinos: Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. So McDavid drives to the net, gets a decent shot away with one hand, and it's flipping into the net, and the overhead really told the tale. It was probably 2 inches from going in. Arvidsson somehow hit it without hitting it into his own net. And he actually wound up slashing the post because he had to swing at it so hard.
Great eye-hand coordination by Arvidsson. First to hit the puck, and second to hit it so it didn't push it into the net. He's skating towards the net, so when he's swinging his stick, he's facing the net doing it. So it was a really, really nice play by him. A tough play for a goaltender right there. As McDavid comes in 1-on-2, Doughty makes a nice play, takes McDavid's body out of the play, so the goaltender sees the puck rolling. He goes down. He thinks the puck is going to be just slide into him. McDavid reaches and taps the puck and just bounces it up over the glove of the goaltender, Peterson. So he's not expecting that. And it looked like it was going to be a fantastic, exciting goal, but Arvidsson makes a really nice play. Again, guys in the NHL, pretty good eye-hand coordination, and Arvidsson saved a goal there on one of the few chances that the Oilers had. Is that was a game for the most part, especially the first 14-15 minutes, that the LA Kings were the better team.
Well, and really strong early, and it's an ongoing theme for us that the Oilers often don't start games well. I mean, they gave up a breakaway to Kopitar in the first 37 seconds. I didn't check if they credited Skinner with a save. I think he put it I think Kopitar put it cleanly through the 5-hole, but the angle was it went wide.
I'd like to see it again. I think that it hit Skinner's inside of his leg, and he got a pad going through. But having said that, the one thing we've talked about a lot is pre-scouting in the National Hockey League. So there's no secrets. So you know exactly what to expect from each team. One of the things you look at is how have teams beaten the Oilers? Where have they gotten chances from? And we've seen 3 times this year where off of face-offs at center, the Oilers or the defender or the opposition will get the puck in their own zone. They will fake a pass to the boards, then they'll hit someone up the middle for breakaways. And it's a set play, and I said, well, team's done it. They're going to continue to do that. Try it. Well, that wasn't off a face-off, but it was more or less the same thing. The Oilers defensemen get wide. Doughty looks towards the boards. Nurse cheats, and then throws a puck up the middle to Kopitar. You shouldn't get breakaways off for that. You shouldn't. But this is something that has plagued the Oilers. I'm going to hazard a guess, 8 or 9 times that's happened this season already. So teams are seeing that in film that they're watching against the Oilers, and they're seeing at some point tonight, just look towards the boards. The way they defend, they take the wingers off the boards. That's when you throw it up the middle. And the Kings tried it 2 or 3 times in that period, and one of them turned into a breakaway.
Well, and they clearly wanted an early goal because they really, and the Kings played well, don't get me wrong, but they really sat back after they scored 4.5 minutes into the game, 4:23. And I'm not saying they're trying to win the game 1-0, but a very, very passive forecheck after that.
So the way the Kings are playing, they're saying, all right, if we have the puck, we will attack. If we can get in on a forecheck, we will attack. But if we're in a change, or if the Oilers get full possession below their own zone, back out and play 5 men in the neutral zone. So they're not allowing Connor and Leon to beat them. We saw that in the playoffs last year at times where the LA Kings, all right, we got a lead, we're just going to back off. So the LA Kings it's almost like they have 2 games right now. They have a game if they can be aggressive. If they can get the puck, they will be aggressive. If they can't, if the Oilers have full control in their own zone, they have 5 guys in the neutral zone. And you saw a couple times where Connor McDavid came up, looked, turned back into his own end, and actually stopped and said, okay, where am I going to go on this one? It was, to me, the period change for the Oilers when their third line, the McLeod line, went out there. They had a fantastic shift, bottled the LA Kings up in their own zone, were able to change while the puck stayed in the offensive zone, and then McDavid line came out and got a couple of really good chances. So the Edmonton Oilers' third line had 2 really good shifts in that period, and one of them started changing the momentum going back towards Edmonton.
Well, and to be fair to the Oilers, they did have the puck in the offensive zone more, probably the last 6 or 7 minutes. So they get 6 shots on goal. The LA Kings in that period blocked 16 shots. Plus the Oilers missed the net on another 4. The Oilers only blocked 3.
How many of Bouchard's shots were blocked on the stat sheet?
7.
Yes.
I counted 4.
Well, I was just in my head. I had four for sure that I saw.
Yeah.
But
he has 2 shots. Evan Bouchard had 10 shot attempts. 2 shots on goal, a shot that went wide, 7 blocked.
So that's a 20% percentage of getting pucks through when he shoots the puck. He can't do that. He's got to get pucks on net. When you've got guys battling in front of the net and you're trying to get the puck through from the point, you've got to get it down low. You can't have it blocked. There is one shift where they had 3 on the same shift. And that, to me, Evan just doesn't have the confidence right now with the puck that he did. But last year, I don't remember Bouchard getting shots blocked last year. And in that period alone, he had 7 blocked.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see the way this one is going to go. The way LA is playing is effective, but I still think it's hard to do for an entire game against some intelligent and fast offensive players.
That, they still had 13 shots.
They did. Most of them were earlier in the period, but and I would hope the Oilers can test Peterson, because quite frankly,
we didn't get to see.
There were a couple muffins where I thought, does he know where that one is going? And you said that before the game. Bob talked about it. Peterson and Quick actually aren't having very good years for a team that's 10-7-1.
Yeah, this is just a team, the LA Kings, that can score now, and they're outscoring. Well, they're playing Edmonton Oilers hockey. They're outscoring their mistakes. LA right now is playing kind of a counter strike. If the Oilers bobble a puck, they will attack or they will try and jump on a mistake, but they're bottling it up in their own zone. Yeah, the Oilers got to do a much better job of getting pucks on net.
Keep skating, because you might get a penalty.
But give LA credit. It hurts to block shots. And Evan Bouchard, for example, his slap shot is one of the hardest in the National Hockey League. In that one shift, 3 different players laid their body out and blocked shots on that. So the willingness, and that's what we talked before the game, how to play good, strong defensive hockey. It's a willingness to do the right thing. And the LA Kings in that first period had a very good willingness.
Hyman drilled Doughty. That probably got the biggest cheer of the period. And then right before the buzzer, and Barry thought it was late, he got popped by Kevin Fiala.
Well, to me, the first 19 minutes of that period was ref perfectly. I thought the referees did a good job. I thought both teams played it good. The Hyman hit on Doughty should have been a boarding penalty.
No.
Yes, it should have been a boarding penalty. It came from an angle, hit him into the boards, right by the boards. That should have been a boarding penalty. The Fiala one should have been an automatic. Like, that was even worse. Both of those should have been called, but when they didn't call Hyman, then they weren't going to call Fiala. If they would have called Hyman, they would have called Fiala. So both of those should have been penalties. Fiala's was worse, but both of those should have been penalties.
Well, I thought Fiala's was later.
Well, it was late, but it was also boarding from behind. So, I mean, you could have called interference, you could have called boarding, you could have called hit from behind, any of those. It was a penalty. The one on Hyman was just boarding.
You know, they just showed that Arvidsson play again. I think the puck hit the post, too.
I couldn't tell you. It was quick.
I think his stick and the puck hit the post. And then, because the angle the puck came out, it happened so fast. I know they showed the replays earlier.
But you're right. It was great eye-hand coordination. It did save a goal. That puck was going in. Nice play by Connor McDavid.
Tonight's 50-50 in support of Autism Edmonton to deliver life-enhancing programs that ignite the power and potential of autistic individuals. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Multi-day jackpot runs until the 19th. It is at $947,000. Oilers trailing the Kings 1-0 after 1. Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
No matter how you pregame, there's an easy way to bet securely all game. PlayAlberta.ca. It's safe, secure, and regulated by Alberta Gaming, Liquor, and Cannabis. If you're new to sports betting, get started today with a $50 signing bonus. Just visit PlayAlberta.ca to get your $50 free bet. That's PlayAlberta.ca for a free $50 bet. Bet securely. Bet on PlayAlberta.ca, where the best defense is good game sense.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets to registered charities that provide children and families with the tickets, allowing many children to experience hockey at Rogers Place, and for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you would like to become a part of the Seats for Kids program, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
I'm Darnell Nurse from the Edmonton Oilers, and I'm a fan of the chopped leaf. What does it mean to feel good after you eat? Whether it's off-season or game day, fueling my body with quality ingredients is key, and the chopped leaf has been my go-to spot for years. Their variety of bowls, wraps, and salads made with fresh ingredients and amazing dressings always leaves me feeling satisfied. I joined the chopped leaf team because I believe in the brand. Fuel good, feel good, play good. Order online at chopleaf.ca or find a spot near you.
This is Global News. It's the first intermission. I'm James Dunn. As Alberta sees a triple threat of illnesses in COVID, the flu, and RSV, the new top doctor for the province is out with his first piece of advice. Dr. Mark Joffe says in a statement he's encouraging Albertans to keep up with their yearly influenza shots and stay home if you're feeling sick. But as for masks, Dr. Joffe says wear one if it's your choice. Edmonton Police is looking for the public's help after an attempted kidnapping in the city's central west side. Police say an 18-year-old woman was grabbed from behind by a male suspect at an ETS bus stop yesterday afternoon. Police then say the suspect dragged the woman down the street before two witnesses helped her and called police. You can see a picture of the suspect on our website, 630ched.com. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers. Members of the G20 ended their summit with a declaration of firm condemnation of the war in Ukraine. The summit's closing statement is noteworthy because it includes countries such as China and India that have significant trade ties with Moscow but have stopped short of outright criticism of the war. I'm James Dunn. Next scheduled newscast is at the second intermission on 630 CHED.
Game 7, third period. Just seconds left. He takes it in the kitchen. A quick deep past the kitchen island. And into the living room he goes. Slips past the defense on the carpet. Shoots off the fireplace. He scores! Oilers win! Oilers win!
All dreams start at home. Chase yours in a customized Coventry home.
Start dreaming at mycoventryhome.com. Coventry Homes, the preferred builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Want to hear a fun fact? Waterloo Ford has been proudly serving the Edmonton community for over 75 years. That's why people trust them when it comes to purchasing their next vehicle. Waterloo Ford has the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable in-house finance plans. And some of the best deals and latest offers on new vehicles in Edmonton. Come on down to Waterloo Ford today. You'll find them at 11420 107th Avenue, Northwest.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
All right, Oilers trailing the Kings 1-0 after the first period. Trevor Moore from Deneau and Arvidsson at 4:23. The only goal in that period as we check the scoreboard for Pizza 73, official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Two other NHL games, they're both over. The Senators win at home 4-1 against the Sabres, and the Blues win on the road 5-2 against the Blackhawks. NBA tonight, Raptors 112-104 over Miami. The Oilers have an autograph session tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. at West Edmonton Mall. Go to the mall website, wem.ca/Oilers, to find out where the players are going to be and get information about what you can bring, what you can get autographed. And with McDavid and Draisaitl, first 400 fans in line will get to get autographs on McDavid and Draisaitl. You can start lining up at 6 a.m., by the way. This game should be over by then. Oilers coming out onto the ice for the second period. They trail the Kings 1-0. Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
It's about you at Portage College. You know 99's a great number. 99% of employers surveyed say they would hire a Portage College graduate. Get a great education and be ready for success in career doing extraordinary things. Apply today at portagecollege.ca.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
For close to 60 years, the Chemco Group of companies has provided multiple industries with a wide range of construction, maintenance, and project management services. Their success has been based on their people, their unyielding commitment to safety, and accountability to their clients, co-workers, community, and the environment. Chemco cares, and it shows in the services they provide, the support they give, and the care they offer. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers and the communities they serve across Canada.
It's about you at Portage College. Take your best shot at the career you want. 91% of Portage College graduates recommend their programs of study. You will miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Position yourself for success. Apply today at portagecollege.ca.
You're listening to Oilers Hockey on 630 CHED and on the Radio Player Canada app.
Cam Moon and Bob Stoffer here at Rogers Place. 1-0 Kings lead. We're getting set for the second period of play. Hey, the Oilers 50-50 has a great offer for you. If you purchase $100 in 50-50 tickets, you'll receive a $25 casino bonus for Play Alberta and $25 for your next meal at Century Hospitality Group restaurants. Buy now at edmontonoilers.com/5050. That jackpot right now, $995,000. We've dropped the puck. We're underway here in the second period. Doughty has it on the right wing. Off the stick of Kempe. Nope, didn't touch it. So icing against Los Angeles. Just 7 seconds into that second period. The Kings blocking 16 shots of the Oilers in that first period. So certainly that definitely helped them to the 1-0 lead after 20. Face-off will be to the right of Peterson as McDavid will take the draw against Kopitar. McDavid kicked out of the face-off circle, so it'll be Nugent-Hopkins. Get the sticks down. Nope, they don't.
That's dropped the puck here.
There's a lot of debating going on. Finally, it's dropped. Mikey Anderson, left side, gave the puck to Velarde, and now up the right wing for Doughty. Doughty at center ice will now shoot it in. Velarde to the left wing corner for Kopitar. Up the left boards, through the middle, looking for Kempe. He wanted the one-timer, but that glances off an Oilers stick, comes out. Peterson up to Kempe, got it to center ice. Nurse will shoot it back in. It's on net. Peterson's got to stop it and leave it for Doughty. Come up the right wing, get it into the middle for Deneau. To the Oiler end, goes to the right wing corner. Gets hit on the play, and Draisaitl can come out with it for Edmonton. Pass went right off the stick of Arvidsson. He'll lift it in.
Arvidsson's had a good stick in this game. Leon just drilled him.
CC now up the left wing. Draisaitl getting into it with Arvidsson. A little bit behind the play. Now Draisaitl goes at him again. Here's Nurse inside the Oiler blue line. The Kings just back off.
Arvidsson just 3 sticks at him, right? They're watching it the whole time.
Now Draisaitl over center, shoots it right off of Arvidsson. And Moore will bring it in on the right wing. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Nurse to Foegele. He'll bring it out. I had to think that was on purpose. Here's Foegele dropping the puck. He'll give it on the left wing to Hyman to the side of the net. St. Peterson in front of the goal, and unable to get his stick on it was Foegele. And it's cleared out by Fiala. Kulak with it inside the Edmonton end on the left wing. But coming up with it is Fiala. 1-0 Kings here in the second. Fiala goes in behind the Oiler goal. Over to the left side. Trying to shake off Bouchard. Puck gets turned over. It's brought out through center ice. Bouchard to McLeod. Now on the right wing to Hyman.
Hyman's at the end of his shift. He's got to get off the ice here.
Here's Fiala bringing the puck in on the right wing towards the net. He sent it not very hard, and it's covered up by Skinner. 2:16 gone in the second, and it's 1-0 Los Angeles.
Oilers got to put more pucks in. I mean, they're blocking shots, but put some pucks on the net here and force Cal Peterson to do some work. And good job right at the last second, backtracking Carl Grunstam. One of the numerous former Maple Leafs, Trevor Moore, on this team as well, out of the Toronto organization.
Puck back to the point. Walker will put it on goal, and the save made by Skinner.
Boy, they are letting them play tonight. This game is the exact opposite of the game that we saw McIsaac work in Chicago. That was a wild night.
Oilers won that one 6-5. Here's Holloway as he'll bring it out for Edmonton. He'll come down the right wing. Off the right wing boards and in. Walker couldn't get it out. Sent in front. Here's Holloway. His shot is blocked. He'll go into the left wing corner with it now. In behind the net. Back to the right point. Barry roll the puck around to the left side. In from the blue line. Ryan Murray. Puck swatted by Kaliev to the top of the circle, and Edler can clear it out for Lizotte. Only got it to the Oiler blue line. Shore to Barry, across to Ryan Murray. Skates up to the Los Angeles line, and on the right wing, it's Derek Ryan to get it deep. Edler's got it in the left wing corner. 1-0 Kings here in the second. Puck comes out to center ice. McDavid got it to the blue line, took a hit, and penalty coming up. And stepping into him was Edler, and now going right towards him. Darnell Nurse got the gloves off, and the linesmen are trying to break this up before it really gets going. And it looks like they'll be successful. Edler's hit on McDavid definitely got the attention of Darnell Nurse. Original penalty was going to Los Angeles, but that might even it up. We shall see. 3 minutes, 10 seconds into the second. These are the first penalties of the game. So McDavid, we took a knee from Edler.
That should be a knee in major.
And that's what got Nurse in there right away.
And if LA's lucky, this ends up being an instigating. I can tell already it's going to be a minor for the knee for Edler.
And a 5.
And a 5, and then an instigator minor for Nurse. And
a 5.
And a 5.
Yeah, I could see this getting evened up. Yep. Yeah, even up. All right. 5-on-5 it is. Shots 15-7 for the Kings. 1-0 they lead. First period goal by Trevor Moore. Face-off will go outside the Kings blue line. Oilers are at home Saturday night. Vegas Golden Knights are in here, and then Edmonton takes off for a 3-game road trip through New York and New Jersey. Okay, this looks like the Draisaitl line's coming out there. He's still having words with Arvidsson. Those two were the last shift. They were both out there, were jostling back and forth, and Leon Draisaitl hit Arvidsson with a dump in, which I have to think was on purpose.
Arvidsson the stick.
Oh, he folded him up. Now Arvidsson spins around Fogle off the draw. Arvidsson certainly getting under the skin of the Oilers. Puck brought in, and a pass for Doughty goes off of Bouchard, and it gets into the corner. Deneau for Moore behind the net. That gets just past him, and it's cleared out by Kulak. Through the middle to Hyman. A breakaway. Pushed it too far. Goes behind the net. Puck in behind the goal. Draisaitl, right wing corner. He'll bring it towards the net, off his stick, through the slot and up the right wing. It's Arvidsson. Now to Moore into the Oilers zone. Top of the circle to Deneau. What an opportunity for Hyman on the breakaway. Just pushed it too far ahead. Couldn't get it back. It comes out to Roy. A shot and a save made by Skinner. And it goes out of play. 3:54 gone in the second. 1-0 Kings. Oilers with a great opportunity as Draisaitl with the perfect pass to Hyman.
Yeah, Zach's has had 2 puck touches here where he's had chances to make plays, and he would have liked to finish things off better than that.
Just got it a little bit too far out in front of himself. Face off to the left is Skinner. Oilers down by 1. Kupari's going to take the draw against McDavid. Connor McDavid leading the NHL with 32 points. He's got 22 points in his 10-game point streak coming into this. As Kupari kicked out of the face-off circle, in comes Fiala. Puck goes to Grundstrom on the right wing in the Edmonton zone. Now back to the point. Dursey put it off the corner boards. And behind the net, Ryan Murray gets hit by Kupari. Puck goes into the corner. Kupari worked over a little bit on the left wing. Dug out nicely by Kulak. He'll get it across to Nugent Hopkins. Now up the left wing to Murray into the Kings zone. He'll go to put that in front of the net off the stick of Roy, and it goes out of play. This one's starting to heat up a little bit. Faceoff's going to be in the King zone to the left of Peterson. Make it to the right of Peterson.
Unfortunately for the Oilers, they're not a team, and they really miss Evander Kane in these situations. Now, we should mention that Brendan Lemieux is not an overly well-liked player around the league. Agitating presence. Very effective. He was good last year in the playoffs for the Kings.
Here's Bouchard. His shot and the save made by Peterson as that one got through from the left point. But Peterson made the save and held on. Oh, yeah, he was very annoying.
Yeah. And at times has been in and out of the Kings lineup, but he is out right now with an injury. Doughty is a player that is an exceptional, he's a world-class defenseman. We all know that. One of the only times I ever saw him fight, he picked a fight once with Joe Thornton, and let's just say that Joe was a little bit more experienced fighting than Drew Doughty, who's a strong guy, but Joe Thornton strung him out and laid a beating on him when Todd McClellan was coaching the San Jose Sharks.
Walker puts it off the glass and out of play, so another face-off in the Kings zone.
And just to show the 6 degrees of separation, remember Eric Lindros?
Yes.
He damn near killed Joe Thornton in a fight one time. But Thornton, albeit Thornton was in his
pretty young
first or second year in Boston, and the Big E tossed the Zdeno Chara around as well. He was.
Lindros was as strong as strong as anybody.
For 5 years, he was the best player in the world, and he could back it up. You're talking about a guy that fought Marty McSorley one time.
Off the draw, puck goes to Bouchard. Across to Barry. Down the right wing to Draisaitl. Back to Barry. His one-time shot saved. The rebound just beyond the stick of Foegele. Puck on the left side. Fiala gets it out to Roy. Now to Grundstrom on the left wing. Shoots it towards the net off a stick and wide. The puck along the right wing inside the Edmonton zone. And penalty coming up here. And it's going to be a holding the stick call.
That's your call, eh?
And it's going against Zach Hyman, and the Oilers are about to be shorthanded.
He's had lots of opportunities to have players in the box in this game. Hyman's problem is he lifted his other hand up, and
so first power play of the night goes to the Kings. They're up 1-0 here in the second period. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face-off will be to the right of Skinner. Power play of the Kings at 20.3%. 18th in the NHL. Oilers PK at 70.6. That's 30th. Off the drop, puck goes to Kulak. He'll rip it around the boards and down the ice. Peterson will set it in behind the net. Doughty up the right wing, drops it to Fiala. Now across to Kempe. To Fiala, right wing, Velarde into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing corner, Kulak all over him. Tries the other side for Kempe. Now to Fiala, lost it behind the net. Kulak rims it. Velarde's going to keep it in. Velarde dumped down on the play by Nugent Hopkins. Puck comes out to McDavid. He'll softly dump it in. Let's make a quick change as Doughty will bring it out. Wanted to drop it back, now he does. Kempe, right wing to Velarde, into the Oilers zone to Kempe. Behind the net for Fiala, in comes Derek Ryan. Puck comes free. Bouchard in front of the net. That's where he finds Janmark. He's going to get it out through the middle to Murray into the Los Angeles zone. Janmark's pass picked out of the air and batted out. Murray recovers. I'll give it to Bouchard. Now at the center ice. Ryan will shoot it the rest of the way down the ice. 42 seconds left to go in the penalty to Hyman. 1-0 Kings. We played 6:15 of the second period. Here's Moore into the Edmonton zone to Kaliev on the right wing. He'll get it all the way across to Arvidsson. He'll come down the left side. Engaged by Foegele. Puck goes to Deneau to the right wing for Kaliev. To the point for Durzi. Left side, Deneau, all the way across for Kaliev. Back to the blue line, Durzi. His shot sails wide of the Oiler net. Arvidsson on the left wing for Deneau. It's dumped down by Foegele. Moore trying to keep it in. He does on the left wing. Looks to the net. Bad angle shot off the outside of the goal. Penalty now over. Hyman's back out. Kings 0 for 1 on the power play. Foegele will get it out through the middle. Give the puck on the left wing to Kulak into the Kings zone. Goes to the left wing corner. Kulak couldn't get it out of the corner. Durzi through the middle of the ice. Gave it to Moore. He'll shoot it in. Arvidsson on the right side in the Oilers zone. Left it behind the net. Draisaitl picks it up for the Oilers. Now to Murray on the right wing for Hyman. Lost it at the blue line and coming the other way. Grundstrom into the Oilers zone for Anderson Dolan. Put it through the middle. It's taken away by Hyman. He'll get it out to Draisaitl. Down the right wing to Barry, right wing corner in front of the net. Shore with the shot and the save made by Peterson. Devin Shore followed it up with a good shot on net. And Peterson with his best save of the night. We're going to take a break. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. 7:39 gone here in the second period. From Rogers Place, this is Four Dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Absolute final deadline in the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery is just 2 days away. You could live mortgage-free in the $2.7 million grand prize, a custom-built show home by Newground Developments, Porsche Cayenne, and $200,000 cash. And don't forget the 50-50. The jackpot is over $1.5 million. Hurry, the absolute final deadline is just 2 days away. Be mighty. Buy now at MightyMillionsLottery.com.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation is proud to present the largest 50-50 in Alberta. Your participation helps lift up the underprivileged, keep our community rinks open, build homes for those in need, and provide equipment and programming to get kids playing hockey. The jackpot is quickly growing to a massive total. One lucky winner will have their life changed forever. Purchase your 50-50 tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050 today and help make Oil Country a better place.
AGLC license number 605933.
Want to hear a fun fact? Waterloo Ford has been proudly serving the Edmonton community for over 75 years. That's why people trust them when it comes to purchasing their next vehicle. Waterloo Ford has the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable in-house finance plans. And some of the best deals and latest offers on new vehicles in Edmonton. Come on down to Waterloo Ford today. You'll find them at 11420 107th Avenue, Northwest.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 1-0 Kings lead. We're in the second. We played 7:39 of the period. Face-off will be to the right of Peterson. There's McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Puljujarvi up front with Nurse and Ceci on the ice for the Oilers. Kopitar to take the draw for the Kings. Gets the puck to Doughty, behind the net to Mikey Anderson. It'll go across to Doughty. Skate out of the Kings zone, over center, cuts across the Oiler blue line. Now to Velarde. His shot and his stick save made by Skinner.
And Velarde's got a good shot.
Anderson pinching in on the right wing point for the Kings. Puck goes just in behind Darnell Nurse. He'll go back for it. Rim it hard on the right wing. Puljujarvi was tied up on the right side by Kopitar, or by Kempe, and the puck goes all the way down. Anderson takes a bump. Nugent-Hopkins gets the puck in his skates on the right wing for Puljujarvi. Now back to the line it goes. CC to Nurse. He'll walk in. He'll shoot, and the save made by Peterson. He held on as Puljujarvi was going to the front of the net. Now he gets into it a bit in front of that Kings goal with Kempe. 1-0 LA leading here in the second. Goal came in the first period, just 4:23 in. Trevor Moore. Shots just 18-11 in favor of Los Angeles. As the Kings had blocked 16 shots in that first period.
This has had a playoff feel to it.
Oh, yeah,
it's tight out there.
Yeah.
It's tight.
And the Kings are selling out to block everything.
And the officiating crew has not enamoring themselves with either of the two parties involved in tonight's game.
Puck brought in by Hyman. Goes to the left corner of the Kings' end. Now to the right side. Roy on him. Try it the other way. Kulak's got a pinch in. He will keep it in to Fogle. Got it into the middle of bouncing puck. And Arvidsson can't get it out. It's kept in by Fogle. Now to Draisaitl on the left wing. Goes to the left corner. He'll shoot it wide of the net. Penalty coming up to the Kings when they touch it.
Well, Fogle creates that power play with some excellent work.
Here's Bouchard. Inside the Oiler blue line. Skinner's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Delayed penalty. Here's McDavid. Cuts in. Shoots it off the leg of Roy. And now Dursey touches it. And the Oilers are going to get their first power play of the night. 10:48 to go here in the second. 1-0 Kings.
Edmonton's power play has dropped That's right. Dropped to third in the NHL at 32.2 after St. Louis put together a couple pretty good games.
24. 2 minutes for holding.
Deneau for holding. The Kings penalty killing 26th in the league at 74.6%. So not an area of strength for LA, despite the fact that they're a very good face-off team. Top 10 in the league in face-offs. The Oilers are middle of the pack. And face-offs are obviously critical for puck possession and ozone draws.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. Puck sent down the ice by the Kings.
Kopitar outfoxing Draisaitl in the circle, and the Oilers have a retrieval back in their own zone.
Here comes Barry, gives it to Draisaitl, skates into the Kings' end. Drops it off on the right wing to Hyman. He got dumped down. Puck cleared out by Edler.
And that's work in the video room, knowing, okay, when the Oilers don't do a drop and delay to McDavid on the zone entry, Draisaitl's looking to Hyman off the rush.
There's McDavid through the middle into the Kings' end. On the right wing, stops up. It's the puck on the boards to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. To the blue line to Barry. To Nugent Hopkins down the left. He'll shoot it. Blocked, and he gets it right back. Has it on the left wing. To the point, Barry gets it across. Draisaitl to Nugent Hopkins. Now to McDavid. Cuts across the middle. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Couldn't get the one-timer. That goes off a King's stick. Nugent Hopkins keeps it in. And now the puck shot out by Edler and down the ice.
Got a penalty coming up. And they're going after Edler here. Now what did he... They're checking to see if the stick came up on Edler. Cross-checking will be the call against McDavid.
So Oiler power play over. 54 seconds left to go in that penalty to Philip Deneau.
Edmonton penalty, number 97. He goes for cross-checking.
9:42 to go here in the second. 1-0 Kings.
Alex Edler went to the Swedish School of Diving. Hey? Nice dive. He sold that one.
All right. Well, 4-on-4 for the next 54 seconds. Both teams are still at their benches.
What's going on here?
I don't know what's going on.
We're just taking our time. We're not in a commercial break.
No, just taking their time.
That's twice in this game we've...
No, they were just taking their time. Face off to the right is Skinner. We'll go 4-on-4 as taking the draw for Edmonton will be Derek Ryan. It goes back to the left wing. Point gets by Walker. It just comes out. There's Walker over to Doughty. Crowd reacts to the announcing of the McDavid penalty as he's off for the cross check. Now up the right wing, Moore had to go off his stick. So McLeod into the Oilers zone for Nurse. He'll come through the middle, give it to McLeod. Skates into the Kings' end on the left, goes to the left wing corner. In behind the net to the right. Back to the point for Ceci. Across the line to Nurse. Through the middle finds McLeod. Leaves the puck to Nurse. Now to McLeod. Down the left wing. Swatted away by Doughty. And down into the Oiler end it goes.
I think if you're Ryan McLeod, you got to put the puck on the net there.
There's Nurse at center. Cross ice to Nugent Hopkins. He'll dump it in. Now
you get a chance off the short side. You put it to the short side of the goal, not the wide side, and see if you can get a rebound or something to that effect, and at least force the goaltender to make a save count.
It's a power play now for the Kings. As Jersey, the Oiler blue line. Drops it across. Fiala comes in on the right. Leaves the puck to Kopitar. To the point for Jersey. On the left wing, Kempe looking towards the Oiler net. Back to Jersey. Left corner, Kempe. Cross ice pass hits a skate, and in front of the net there was Velarde. Couldn't get a shot through. At the point, it's Jersey. Now on the right to Kopitar. He'll wait in the right wing corner. Gets it back to the blue line. Kempe's got to get it to sit down. Gives it to Kopitar on the right wing. To the blue line, Kempe to Kopitar. Cross ice pass off of Kulak to the line, and it comes out. Just 12 seconds left to go in the penalty to McDavid. 1-0 Kings lead here in the second. Kopitar brings it in on the right wing. to the point for Kempe. Brings to the middle. His shot saved by Skinner. The rebound at the side of the net. Dursey forced in behind the goal. He's checked. Puck comes out. Long pass. McDavid out of the penalty box. McDavid comes in. Can't get a shot away as Kempe was there. And it went off the end of his stick. Long pass to Fiala into the Edmonton zone. Knocked away from him, and it goes down. Won't be icing. Back into the Kings' end was Doughty. Around to Anderson. Left wing. Lizotte gave it away. Murray in front of the net. The backhand. Score!
Getting feisty out there. Draisaitl with a little bit of a hack there at Lizotte after the goal and fired his stick into the corner, but the Oilers, McDavid and Draisaitl got in on the forecheck. That created the turnover, and then Hyman, the recipient of a one-touch pass in front, but McDavid makes the play. He forces a quick pass up the boards. Murray intercepts the clearing attempt, and the Oilers have tied the game on a backhand from Zach Hyman.
Hyman gets his 8th of the year at 12:47 of this second period. Ryan Murray with a good setup. We're all tied up. Puck gets chopped into the Kings bench, and we get the whistle. We're going to take a break. Tied at 1 in the second period. 7:07 to go in this second. From Rogers Place, this is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, when we say we're on this road together, we mean it. That's why during our Road Ready sales event, you can save up to $200 on a set of 4 select tires until December 23rd. Financing options available. Book your appointment today at fountaintire.com.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Hockey fans, do you work with heavy equipment? If so, you need to know where it is at all times so you can keep your operations on goal. GeoForce is here to give you the assist. GeoForce provides asset tracking for remote and extreme environments with industrial-grade trackers the size of a hockey puck. We track all types of powered and non-powered assets in the toughest industries. Oil and gas, construction, mining, forestry, and many more. Get rugged, reliable results with GeoForce. Learn more at geoforce.com/hockey. That's geoforce.com/hockey.
At Fountain Tire, when we say we're on this road together, we mean it. That's why during our Road Ready sales event, you can save up to $200 on a set of 4 select tires until December 23rd. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Tied at 1 in the second. Zach Hyman, his 8th of the year, from Ryan Murray at 12:47 of the second period, has tied the game.
Well, that's a little sparring going on. Draisaitl at it with Anderson, or with Arvidsson, rather. McDavid and Edler have had a couple verbal jousts. Drew Doughty's involved, as Drew Doughty's going to be.
Well, it's been fired up. Faceoff's going to be outside the Oiler blue line. Arvidsson has been...
He's had a great game.
He has. And he's found a way to definitely become a pest in this game.
Oh, he's got some rat to him. I mean,
for sure. Here's Hyman on the right wing, comes into the Kings end, goes to the right side.
Hyman's had problems handling the puck in this game.
Draisaitl to Hyman, to Fogle. His shot and the save by Peterson. He covers it up. Warren Fogle wasted no time putting that on goal.
That's what he's got to do. He's got to use his big body presence. I mean, Warren Fogle is not naturally an overly physical guy, but he is 6'2", and he's 205 pounds. And he's got to be decisive when shooting. I mean, you know, as a former goaltender, the guys that can get it away quickly, you don't have to have the hardest shot. Brett Hull, right? That wicked release.
Quick. What comes out off the draws?
You didn't have to blast it through. Look how
Kulak lost an edge. He lost the puck. Grunstrom out of the corner. His shot and the save made by Skinner as he tried to go short side. Bouchard will go across to Kulak. Bring it up the left wing. Rim it in on the glass. Edler behind the net. Now to Velarde in the right wing corner. Cross ice, able to get it out. Kempe scoops it up on the backhand. Kopitar after won't be icing. He lost an edge too. Goes into the end boards. Did Kopitar. And up the right wing, the puck comes out. McDavid brings it in on the left wing. Swept away from him. Kopitar the other way. He's got a partial break. He'll come in. He'll shoot off the shoulder as Skinner. As he stared down Anze Kopitar. Puck sent down the ice. It's icing against Edmonton. Oilers were trying to make a change. Puck got turned over.
McDavid's not going to get any calls tonight from John McIsaac. I mean, the knee by Edler was an obvious one, but he's getting water skied off of as he has the puck up the ice and trying to, 98% of the players in the league would have just gone down and tried to draw a call there. McDavid tries to fight through it. And that led to the transition. The Oilers were completing a line change. They got a chance the other way. And Stuart Skinner fought that one off for Edmonton.
Off the draw, Grunstrom up against the boards inside the Edmonton end. Being worked over by Nurse. Trying to get this thing loose. Grunstrom played it to the corner. McDavid up the boards, down the ice. They got by everybody, so it'll be icing against Edmonton. 5:34 to go here in the second. We're tied at 1. Oiler autograph session tomorrow at West Edmonton Mall, 6 to 8 p.m. Go to wem.ca/Oilers.
Deneau at 57% here in the circle against Connor. He's at about 53 this year.
And it goes in behind the Edmonton net. Deneau, left wing corner. Cece's in there too. Arvidsson comes in for the Kings. McDavid for the Oilers. Puck squeezes loose. Deneau will wrap it around. Pad save made by Skinner. Deneau gets it back on the right wing. To the point to Doughty. Give it to Trevor Moore. It's to the right corner of the Oilers zone. Now to Deneau up to the blue line.
And McDavid got another penalty.
Penalty coming up as Moore is in behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing, now top of the circle to the point for Kopitar. Left wing corner, gave it to Doughty. Doughty cross ice pass off of Arvidsson, now touched by McDavid, and he's going to go to the box.
They're checking to see if he's going to get 4. And these guys, they've got some players that know how to milk some calls, and we saw it here last year. Adrian Kempe reacted like he'd been shot.
High sticking.
High stick the call on McDavid. He clipped him, but I mean, he's been getting clipped all game long. Velarde got him in the first period. They completely missed it.
All right, well, we'll go to break. 4:51 to go here in the second. Tied at 1. Oilers and the Kings. Oilers on the PK when we come back from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Stahl Peterbilt is a leader in heavy and medium duty truck sales, service, and parts in Northern Alberta and is proud to sell and support the Peterbilt brand. State-of-the-art facilities and knowledgeable, experienced technicians are dedicated to minimizing downtime. Stahl Peterbilt services all makes and models, sells quality parts, offers in-house financing, leasing and rental options, and a heavy-duty body shop. Visit locations in Edmonton, Grand Prairie, and Fort McMurray to experience best-in-class or go to stahlpeterbilt.com.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets to registered charities that provide children and families with the tickets, allowing many children to experience hockey at Rogers Place, and for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you would like to become a part of the Seats for Kids program, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
For close to 60 years, the Chemco Group of companies has provided multiple industries with a wide range of construction, maintenance, and project management services. Their success has been based on their people, their unyielding commitment to safety, and accountability to their clients, co-workers, community, and the environment. Chemco cares, and it shows in the services they provide, the support they give, and the care they offer. Kemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers and the communities they serve across Canada.
Tied at 1 here in the second period. Oilers and the Kings. And off the draw. Nurse will get it down the ice. McDavid's in the box for high sticking. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Third power play of the evening for the Kings are 0 for 2. Bringing it out, Kempe gets up to the Oiler blue line. Whips that across to Kopitar on the right. To the point for Doughty. Right wing to Kopitar. To the blue line, Doughty. To wind up, he'll shoot it. And that one off a stick goes over to the left wing. Here's Kempe on the left wing, back to the point for Doughty. Saucers it across for Kopitar. Drop it back, give it to Velarde, to Kopitar, to Velarde, gets to the slot, a shot saved by Skinner, and the puck cleared out by Derek Ryan. Here's Doughty. Give the puck to Fiala, into the Oiler end, now to Kopitar on the right side. He'll jam the puck low. Velarde in the left wing corner with Ceci on him. As the puck comes free, Ceci to Darnell Nurse. Rims it high on the glass, past Kopitar and out. 48 seconds left to go in the penalty to McDavid. We're tied at 1. We're 3:35 to go here in the second period. Moore into the Oilers zone on the right wing for Kopitar. Gets to the hash marks. Behind the net to Moore. Now on the left wing, Kaliev back to the point for Dursey. Has it left side over to the right for Deneau. To the right wing corner to Kopitar, to Deneau. In behind the net. He lost it. It comes back to the point. Dursey gets it across quick. Kaliev will shoot it wide. It comes off the end boards. Back to Dursey on the right wing point. Give the puck to Moore, to Dursey in the middle on the blue line. Left wing for Deneau. Put it off the end boards. Moore in front of the net and just jammed wide by Arvidsson. He had a good opportunity. Here's Dursey. Left side, Arvidsson. Cross ice to Moore. Scores. Trevor Moore off the right wing. It went off the arm of Skinner and in. And the Kings get a power play goal. They're up 2-1.
Right as the power play elapsed, McDavid had just stepped back on the ice. So it's going to be an even strike marker.
$17-12 would be the time of that goal for Trevor Moore as he gets his second of the night. Fourth of the season.
He plays great against Edmonton.
So it will be even strength. Penalty just ended.
Trevor Moore is a UFA at the end of this season. I'm sure they'll sign him. They'll have the cap space to do so. It's been a terrific addition for them.
Doughty will dump it into the Edmonton end. Hyman up to the line. Anderson put it off of Velarde. It comes out. McDavid with it on the left wing. They'll dump it in on the backhand. Peterson out of his net. And around to Anderson. Now to Velarde. He'll get it out. Give it to Kopitar. Checked by McDavid. Puck comes across the Edmonton blue line. 2-1 Kings lead. We're here in the second period. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the second as Kopitar will shoot it in. Ryan Murray in behind the Edmonton net. Velarde's on him. And on the left wing for Draisaitl. He gets forced back. Cross looking for Barrie. Instead, it was Anderson Dolan. Got it behind the goal. Gave the puck to Velarde. It comes loose on the right. Doughty in from the right wing point to keep it in. Draisaitl in the corner. Lizotte knocked him down. Puck comes loose to Barrie. They get it up to the blue line and through the middle. Just poked out to center ice by McDavid. Fired back in by Roy. Puck at the side of the net in front to Kaliev, and that one just broken up by Murray and out to center ice. Here's Costin into the King zone, goes to the left wing corner. Oh, wow. He delivered a big hit on Dursey. Crowd reacts. Here's a shot from the point, directed just wide by Costin after Kulak let it go. Kaliev will get it up in the air and out. Bouchard now to Janmark. Comes in on the right wing. His shot misses short side. Kulak in from the left wing point. Kept it in. Last minute here in the second. Oilers down by 1. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins in the high slot. His shot that gets blocked. Here's Janmark looking for Nugent Hopkins. It was behind him. He's got it now in the right wing corner. Up to the blue line for Bouchard. Comes across the line to the right point to Janmark. to Bouchard. Skates down the right side, goes in behind the net. He wanted the wrap
Where's
around.
the slash there?
Puck cleared out.
Holy cow, he's hacked him right across the hands.
Puck drilled in by Kulak with 28 seconds to go in the period. 2-1 Kings lead. Puck cleared out by Lizotte. Puljujärvi drill it right back in. Jersey for Roy. Missed him. Puljujärvi will give it to McLeod. Into the slot. Couldn't get it to Shore. Puck to the blue line. Nurse keeps it in. To Shore. He goes in behind the net. 8 seconds to go in the period. It goes to Ceci on the right. Pass to Puljujärvi. Goes off his stick. Shore to center that. And Ceci was tied up as the second period will come to a close. The Kings will take a 2-1 lead to the dressing room after 40 minutes of play. After that the even strength goal by Trevor Moore from Victor Arvidsson at 17-12 to put the Kings up. But this game's been a battle.
Yeah, it's played right into LA's favor. It has. For whatever reason, the officiating crew sees the Kings in rather an angelic light tonight. There's been a lot of backside interference that hasn't been called. LA's sat back in a passive 1-4 and waited for the Oilers to make mistakes coming out of stationary breakouts. LA's got 3 power plays. The Oilers have just the 1 power play. Of course, Nurse negated a power play stepping up to defend McDavid after Edler, for the 249th time in his career, stuck his knee out on somebody. Would have been, it's Greg Muni play from the 1980s. So, and he's done it a lot in his career. He's a hard-hitting guy, and he's always played with an edge, and that's part of the reason why the Kings brought him back, was for some older experience. And I think that some of Edmonton's top guys have gotten frustrated in this game. McDavid's taken a couple minor penalties, and I'll be intrigued to see what kind of juice the Oilers bring in the third period.
2-1, Kings lead the Oilers. We are through 40 minutes. Reed Wilkins, Rob Brown, they're going to have the intermission for you. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Blackstone Group of Companies is North America's premier technical services provider. With operations across the globe, we are expanding our world-class team, pushing the limits of what it means to work in energy. Blackstone is actively recruiting accountants, millwrights, machinists, Class 1 drivers, and more. Let's work smarter, safer, stronger together. Find out how at blackstoneindustrial.com.
It's our YEG.
Celebrate this season with John Denver's greatest hits, along with the arrangements from his favorite Christmas songs, as a Rocky Mountain High Christmas comes to the Winspear on December 1st. Then join the annual Teddy Bear Toss for Santa's Anonymous on December 10th, as the Oil Kings take on the Rebels at Rogers Place. Toss your stuffies in a clear plastic bag when the Oil Kings score their first goal. That's our YEG. I'm Sierra Yaschuk.
For details on these and more events, visit 630ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Left wing, Lizotte gave it away. Murray in front of the net, the backhand scores! Zach Hyman in front of the Kings net.
Zach Hyman with his 8th of the season from Ryan Murray after Blake Lizotte fired it up the middle and Murray knocked it down. That's the only goal the Oilers have tonight, though. They trailed the Kings 2-1 after 2. That took you into the highlight zone for Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Century Casino's 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone, along with Rob Brown. I'm Reed Wilkins at the intermission for End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Rob, this is an angry hockey game.
It certainly is. It has the feel of a playoff game, doesn't it? Both teams finishing every check, and whether it's before the player gets the puck, after the player gets the puck, 10 seconds after it's gone, they're making sure they're getting their money's worth. You can see a little anger in the star players of the Oilers, a little frustration, a little chippiness, a little dirtiness. It feels like a playoff hockey game, and right now it's playing to the style of game that the LA Kings want to play, as they're waiting for the Oilers to make mistakes. They're sitting back and then attacking when the mistake has happened. and playing with a little more desperation in their own zone is, again, the Oilers, after 2 periods, only 14 shots on net. Mm-hmm. So the LA Kings are doing everything right now. Having said that, it's a 1-goal lead going into the third period. I would imagine the Oilers will get a power play in the third period. And when they get it, they're going to have to take full advantage of it, because 5-on-5, they're not getting a lot of chances.
So Alex Edler in 2021 needs Zach Hyman, then of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Got a 2-game suspension. A knee on McDavid early in the second period. Mm-hmm. McDavid's fine. Edler got a 2-minute penalty for kneeing, and then a 2-minute penalty for roughing, and Nurse got a 4-minute penalty for propping. That actually, and I'm not just... I know it's an Oilers broadcast, but I don't like that when there's an even up. I mean, if it's a full-on fight and you have to give an instigator penalty, fine. They have the instigator rule.
Then they would have.
But if they're going to call it roughing, then they get 2 each for roughing.
They wouldn't have called it for 2 minutes on Edler then. They would have just given Nurse 2.
Yeah, which I don't agree with. I mean, you commit the kneeing. The kneeing is the worst. Is a serious infraction.
True, and it was a penalty. And if nothing happens, if Nurse doesn't go after him, it's a power play for the Edmonton Oilers. Now, if I'm Nurse and if I'm the teammates, I want him going after him, and I will give up my power play for it. But that is the exact. It happens every game. If something happens and someone goes after him, they always even it up.
Sure, and I don't like it almost every game.
No, but it's more or less saying the refs are saying, let us do our job, and if we do our job, you would have had a power play. It's that simple. That's what the ref's saying right there. You went out of your way, and you came after him, which was there's the 2 minutes, and then you both continued, so now you get 2 extra. Let us do our job, you get a power play. Now, again, I'm 100% on what Nurse did. 100% what Nurse did was right.
You knew somebody was going to jump in.
But that's an even up call all the time, because the refs are saying, I gave you the power play, and you guys decided to take it into your own hands.
Well, McDavid going after Edler a few times in that period got called for cross-checking. Arvidsson and Draisaitl, they almost slashed each other in the face by accident. Well, because they collided and their sticks flew up.
And here's where the referee has to take control. Arvidsson and Leon both deserve penalties there. I mean, what we saw there, we've seen 1,000 times less called. Like when a guy's skating up the ice and the guy gives a little love tap on the back, the guy didn't even notice he got tapped, but the ref calls that. Yet 2 guys swinging their sticks up at the shoulders, across the wrist, and they don't call it. Just because they're both doing it to each other doesn't mean you let it go. Because what happens is you let that go, well, now the emotions get high, the adrenaline gets high, and now something stupid is going to happen in a game, say a knee or something along the line like that, or someone hits someone from behind. This isn't a playoff game, so the referees don't have to put their whistles away. Call the penalties that are there, and if it means putting both guys in the penalty box, then it settles everybody down. But the referees allowing that to happen, both Arvidsson and Leon, the next shift they came out, went after each other again because they were still mad at each other. So the referees are reffing as though it's a playoff game. It feels like a playoff game. But there's a line that's been crossed a couple times in this game where penalties should have been called. And if you call those penalties, it certainly will calm the game down. Because in a 1-goal game, nobody wants to take that one penalty that costs his team a goal that could be the game-winning goal. So the referees have allowed it to go on like this. And now you're at the point where you can't just call a 50-50 call because they haven't called any of those in this hockey game. So now if they call one...
Hyman holding the stick.
It was a holding the stick, just like the Deneau holding around the body. It's a penalty. So there's a whole lot of other things that were much more vicious than that they haven't called, surprisingly. And again, I go back to the end of the first period. Hyman should have got a penalty for running Doughty. And then in the other end, Fiala absolutely 100% should have had a penalty for running Barrie. They let both of those go, and that all of a sudden the adrenaline in this hockey game goes through the roof. And then you get what you got in the second period. For example, a knee on McDavid.
Yeah. It feels like more... It feels like the teams are more intent on hurting the opposition than scoring goals at times.
Well, I mean,
it's like, is there a puck out there? I'm not sure.
A great example is Connor going and cross-checking Edler on a power play. I mean, you got to think, we know the Oilers' power play, how effective it is. There's a good chance they're going to get a couple grade A scoring chances, but Connor wanted a little bit of retribution. And again, this is game 17 on the season. I have no problem with Connor or Leon or Nurse or whoever it is saying, you know what you did was wrong, and we're going to tell you it's wrong with a slash, a body check, an elbow to the head over and over again, so that the next time you have to make that decision, you're going to make a much wiser decision and just use body, not a knee, because that is dangerous. That was knee on knee. Edler's a big man. What's he going at nowadays? He is 6'4", 210 pounds, so he's got legs like tree trunks. That's a serious injury waiting to happen when you stick your knee out like that, especially someone like McDavid, who's usually going at Mach 1.
Moore has both goals for the Kings. He scored in the first period. He got a goal with 2:48 left in the second period, just as another penalty to McDavid expired. He high sticked Deneau, so it doesn't go into the books as a power play goal, even though the Oilers were basically still shorthanded when it went in. All right, so I mean, the goals will count more than the penalties and the body checks and the injuries tonight. How do the Oilers get something out of this game?
Well, the shifts at the Oilers were good. They got the puck in deep and they forechecked. A great example was the Hyman goal. The puck came down into the LA Kings zone. Draisaitl took a healthy run at Doughty. Missed him, but Doughty had to quickly get rid of the puck. Puck goes to the other side to Mikey Anderson. McDavid drilled Mike Anderson. Puck goes up the boards. The player had the puck on the boards. I think it was Lizette. Got a little gun shy because two guys just got running his own end, and he just threw it right through the middle of his slot, gets picked off and goes in the net. So the forecheck created that goal for the Edmonton Oilers. Hence, get pucks in deep and forecheck the LA Kings. That's where you're going to beat them.
2-1 Kings lead it after 2. Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
NHLShop.ca, the official online store of the National Hockey League. And Canada's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear. With unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.ca, a Fanatics experience.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton Airport. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, you can always enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options or try your luck at off-track betting. And now you can feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Century Casino has it all. Come for the action, stay for the fun.
Molson knows it takes passion to bleed orange and blue. It's what Oil Country does. Come cheer on the Oilers at Molson Hockey House at Rogers Place. Why not enjoy the game with a cold Molson Canadian or Molson Ultra? Molson Hockey House is a perfect place to meet with friends, and you can grab a Molson before or during an Oilers game. Must be 18 plus. No ticket required for entry to Molson Hockey House. Our game, our beer, Molson. A proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is Global News. It's the second intermission. I'm James Dunn. As Alberta sees a triple threat of illnesses in COVID, the flu, and RSV, the new top doctor for the province is out with his first piece of advice. Dr. Mark Joffe says in a statement he's encouraging Albertans to keep up with their yearly influenza shots and stay home if you're feeling sick. But as for masks, Dr. Joffe says wear one if it's your choice. Edmonton Police is looking for the public's help after an attempted kidnapping in the city's central west side. Police say an 18-year-old woman was grabbed from behind by a male suspect at an ETS bus stop yesterday afternoon. Police then say the suspect dragged the woman down the street before two witnesses helped her and called police. You can see a picture of the suspect on our website, 630ched.com. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers. Members of the G20 ended their summit with a declaration of firm condemnation of the war in Ukraine. The summit's closing statement is noteworthy because it includes countries such as China and India that have significant trade ties with Moscow but have stopped short of outright criticism of the war. I'm James Dunn. Stay up to date on all of our stories over on 630ched.com.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers. MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
What is this place? For days, I've looked out on snow-capped mountains, where I've skated across frozen glacial lakes, discovered rare ice formations in caverns, and skied on soft powder snow. It's like nowhere else on Earth. Jasper in winter. It's otherworldly. Visit jasper.travel/winter to plan your journey. Venture beyond.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
The Oilers taking on LA tonight. They're down 2-1 after 2. Tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m., Oilers players signing autographs at various locations around West Edmonton Mall. Stony Plain native Brett Kulak.
It dates back to as early as I can remember being as a kid, going, whatever, if it was back to school shopping or just heading in there with mom and doing whatever. But I got some good memories in there, hockey-wise. I played the brick tournament in there, and so I'll never forget that, playing on the ice in there in that tournament. And I always get good memories of them also, and I haven't been in there in a couple of years now, so I'll be curious to get back in there. It'll bring back some of those old memories.
Do you have a refined autograph, or you just write your name?
Nah, it's nothing crazy. It's kind of evolved over the years for sure, and it's gotten simpler and quicker when you got to sign more and more. So, it's nothing too fancy like some of these guys, but I think, from my judgment, you can tell it's my name at least.
All right, that was a little bit from Brett Kulak, getting ready for autograph session 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow at West Edmonton Mall as we update the scoreboard for Pizza 73, official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 2 other games in the NHL tonight. The St. Louis Blues is getting back on track, 5-2 win over Chicago. They're now up to 7-8 on the season, and the Senators win at home 4-1 over the Buffalo Sabres. Tkachuk gets his 7th of the season there. In the NBA, the Raptors beat the Heat 112-104. And the Edmonton Oil Kings home game against Brandon coming up on Friday here at Rogers Place at 7 o'clock. Oil Kings are going to unveil some new alternate jerseys as the Oilers are coming out for the third wearing their new reverse retros for the first time. Can they sneak out a win here against the LA Kings? Chippy game. Kings up 2-1. Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Carbon monoxide is an invisible, silent, odorless killer.
Wake up.
Carbon monoxide alarms save lives. Get your CO alarm today. Wake up and learn more at atco.com/CO.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. I'm proud to call Alberta home, and I'm equally proud of the truck that I drive, my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, but most importantly, it's built for the open road. And that's something that Albertans know a thing or two about, because when your home is this beautiful, this rugged, you need a truck to match. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, trust the #1 choice of Albertans, Ford F-150. Just head to your Alberta Ford dealer. Tell them PV sent you.
Even though you're a busy business owner with more meetings than hours in a day, running from job site to job site and juggling calls, you are calm and collected because your group benefit plan is taken care of by Alberta Blue Cross. Your employees can manage their own health, dental, life, and disability coverage online, anytime, on any device, making it easier for them and you. Learn more at ab.bluecross.ca.
Carbon monoxide is an invisible, silent, odorless killer.
Wake up.
Carbon monoxide alarms save lives. Get your CO alarm today. Wake up and learn more at atco.com/CO.
You're listening to Oilers Hockey on 630 CHED and on the Radio Player Canada app.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 2-1 Kings lead the Oilers. We're getting set for the third period of play. Play the largest game day 50-50 with life-changing jackpots. That current 50-50 raffle jackpot sitting over $1.1 million and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Buy now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. The Kings, when leading through 40 this season, they're 7-1-0. Oilers have come back twice this year. They're 2-6-0 when trailing after 2 periods.
They got their work cut out for them here because, not surprisingly, this has been a low-event game, and the Oilers, unfortunately, have only, in the eyes of tonight's esteemed officiating crew, have only earned themselves 1 power play. Would have had a second on a clear knee that hurt the linesman. That got him right where it really hurts. He's gotten that one out down there. Puck hit him. But the knee job by a player who knows exactly what he's doing whenever he does it, and that's Alex Edler. And Nurse came to the defense of McDavid after that, and they evened it up.
Puck flipped into the Kings zone, gloved by Peterson. It'll be a face-off in LA territory. 27 seconds gone here in the 3rd period.
Now, we should mention that game in Chicago that McIsaac worked before. The Oilers were penalized the entire 2nd period. Edmonton did get gifted a couple power plays in the 3rd, and that kind of helped them come back and win that hockey game.
Face off to the left of Peterson.
But they also had Kane and Yamamoto in the lineup that night, and they're lacking a little bit of depth up front. It's tough to chase against this team. These guys can lock it down. Sit back in their 1-4 or 1-3-1, whatever you want to call it, 1-1-3.
Up the right wing, Arvidsson to center now to Danault into the Oiler end. He'll shoot it, blockered away by Skinner. Near the top of the circle, Hyman will get it out. The Draisaitl rolls the puck into the Kings zone. Hyman after it. He's the goal scorer for the Oilers here tonight. Trevor Moore has both for Los Angeles. As Arvidsson clears it out, gives it to Moore. Into the Oiler end, slides into the right wing corner. Swept away from him. Kulak to Draisaitl. Now to Fogle on the right wing to Bouchard. He'll get the puck in to Hyman on the left wing to Draisaitl. Back to Hyman. He'll come in. He'll shoot. Just missed on the glove side. Puck up to the point. Hyman keeping it in for the Oilers. To the corner for Fogle. Leaves the puck to Draisaitl. Has it in the right corner of the Kings zone. Goes in behind the net. Roy all over him. Draisaitl pokes the puck to Fogle. Fogle had it knocked off his stick. Puck comes free. Bouchard pinches in. It's sent to the blue line. Kept in by Hyman. Down low to Draisaitl. Left wing corner. Into the slot. It goes just past Fogle. In from the right point. Keeping that in was Bouchard. To Fogle in behind the Kings net. Goes over to the right. Now over to the left. Left wing corner. Gave the puck back to the point. Here's Bouchard. Will shoot it. And that's blocked. And Danault will get it up in the air and out. A bouncing puck that sits down for Janmark. Skates into the Kings end. He'll drive to the right corner. He'll bring it out. The shot and the stop by Peterson. Puck in the left wing side. Janmark looking for it. In from the point was Barry, and the puck comes out. Here's McLeod, left wing. Now off the stick of Murray. It goes into the Kings end. Grundman out from behind his net. Brings up through the middle. Tripped up by Janmark. Got back up. Puck gets shot into the Oilers zone. 2-1 Kings. We're here in the 3rd. 2 minutes, 40 seconds gone as McLeod will get it out. Now to Ceci. Get the puck in on the left. Costin down the left wing. Will shoot. That glanced off the post. And it goes out of play.
Costin's given them some moments here in the last couple games where he's looked like a guy that might be able to help Edmonton out with a little bit of depth from further down the lineup.
It's a good drive by Janmark to the net as well. Just caught the outside of the post and went out of play on that shot from Costa.
Loading up McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman here.
Here's McDavid to Nurse on the blue line over to Ceci, right wing. Right wing to Draisaitl. Walks out in his shot off the stick of Kopitar. Kempe will clear the zone. Ceci's got it at center ice. Steps over center and he shoots it in. Doughty on the right wing, high in the air and out. Ceci across his own blue line for Nurse. Went back into his own end. He was looking for Draisaitl, skips off his stick. Kopitar brings it in, left wing to Mikey Anderson towards the net, redirected by Kopitar, save made by Skinner. Draisaitl will turn it up the left wing and now bring it out for Edmonton. Cross-ice pass in behind Hyman after it hit a Kings stick. That's offside against the Oilers. 3:33 gone in the third, and the Kings are up 2-1.
I didn't think we'd see 60 shots in this game. We're at 42 shots, and we're in the 43rd minute of the game.
You were taking the under all the way.
On 60 shots and 5 goals.
I'm going to put that face-off right at center ice. On the right wing, Holloway gets the puck to the blue line and in. Ryan helps it. It comes around on the left. Pinching in was Kulak. Kept in by Shore. Walker's got it for the Kings. Cross ice to Edler. Get it to the line and out. Anderson Dolan now on the right wing. Skate into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Behind the Edmonton net, goes over to the left side. It's taken out along the boards by Bouchard. Puck gets to the middle of the ice in the Edmonton zone. Getting it out with Shore. Right wing to Holloway. He'll dump it in. Peterson out of his net. Slowed it up. To Walker. The right wing. Lizotte. Or Kaliev will dump it in on the backhand. Actually, he'll dump it out of play. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off. 4 minutes, 22 seconds gone here in the third. The Oilers down by 1. Oilers at home to Vegas on Saturday. Oil Kings are at home to Brandon on Friday.
Bakersfield has the Calgary Wranglers for a pair coming up Friday and Saturday. Got beat last night 4-3 by Colorado. Philip Broberg scored a pair of goals. Probably needs another 3 to 5 games, and we might see him get a recall here at some point.
Here's Janmark to McLeod. They're knocked off his stick at center ice. Royal shoot it in. Getting it to sit down was Murray. Now to McLeod. At center ice to Barry. Barry in game 700 in his NHL career is able to shoot it in. Puck sent in front of the net. Off of McLeod. They're off of Costin, pardon me. And the save made by Peterson coming across. Costin didn't get all of it. But Peterson slid across and made the save. Opportunities are hard to come by against this Kings club.
It's tight. Back to McDavid now with Puljujärvi and Nugent Hopkins.
So just loading up that one line early in the period for a shift. Kopitar will take the draw for the Kings. Puck gets into the corner. Doughty behind the goal with Puljujärvi on him. Drops it back to Anderson up the left wing. Velarde will direct it out. The puck at center ice. Nurse to Puljujärvi. Comes into the Kings end. Gets wedged off of it by Anderson. Kopitar goes in behind his goal. Up in the air and out. Here's Nurse at the Oiler blue line. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Comes through the middle. Gives it to Ceci. He'll snap it in. On the left side. Kempe around to Anderson. Ceci in for the point. That's going to stay in for a moment. But Kopitar can go cross ice for Doughty. He'll skate up to center. Crank the puck into the Oilers zone. Rims around the boards, goes all the way out past Anderson. So he's got to chase after it and go in behind his net. 2-1 Kings. We're here in the third period. 5:45 gone in the third as Arvidsson will shoot it in. Skinner left the puck. It gets to the right corner. Moore through the middle, but Fogle can one-touch that to Barry, and he can get it out. Here's Barry, cross ice. To Draisaitl will dump it in. Hyman held up, but he'll get into the left wing corner. Moore getting forced back. So Rimmett, Barry in from the right point, but Deneau will get it out for Arvidsson. Skates into the Oiler end on the left wing. He's about top of the circle in the Edmonton zone. Arvidsson behind the net to Moore. On the right side to Roy, but it goes by him, and out comes Draisaitl. Now to Hyman, in over the King line. It's into the left wing corner. Hyman to the end boards. Now to Draisaitl. To the right side, Bouchard. He'll shoot it towards the net, just wide. Here's Draisaitl, a backhand, and a save made by Peterson, and he'll cover that up. We'll take a break. 6 minutes, 39 seconds gone here in the third. 2-1, Kings lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. This is Four Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is one of North America's only heavy equipment rental companies, specializing in all four earth-moving industries: mining, construction, pipeline, and forestry. They pride themselves on providing exceptional service and safe and reliable rentals to ensure the job is done right. Learn more today at heavymetalequipment.ca.
Your furnace is dead. It's time to replace it before winter crushes you. Legacy Heating and Cooling is practically there already. Yeah, we're working in your basement, doing a replacement. The work is so furnacey, building your legacy. With no payments and no interest for 1 year, you gotta call Legacy. Replacing your dying furnace before it's too late, that's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
No matter how you pregame, there's an easy way to bet securely all game. PlayAlberta.ca. It's safe, secure, and regulated by Alberta Gaming, Liquor, and Cannabis. If you're new to sports betting, get started today with a $50 signing bonus. Just visit PlayAlberta.ca to get your $50 free bet. That's PlayAlberta.ca for a free $50 bet. Bet securely. Bet on PlayAlberta.ca, where the best defense is good game sense.
Want to be at a workplace that empowers and gives the tools to create success? At Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, they put employees first, providing competitive wages, a safe work environment, and opportunities for growth. They are the right choice for you. Learn more and apply today at heavymetalequipment.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1 Kings lead here in the third period.
Tonight might be a night. They've got a goal from Hyman with McDavid and Draisaitl on the ice, but they're going to need one possibly from someone further down the lineup, because LA isn't giving up much. Trevor Moore with a pair for the Kings, one at the tail end of their third power play of the game. The Oilers have yet to have, they've just had the one abbreviated power play so far tonight.
Off the draw in the Kings zone. Mikey Anderson trying to hack it up the left wing boards. It doesn't get out. He's got Holloway on him. Now over to Doughty. Around to Kempe. Pinching in was Nurse, so it stays in. It's about top of the circle. They got it tied up against the boards. Squeezes loose. Holloway in behind the Kings net. Goes to the right. Up the right wing, top of the circle. Turns back into the right wing corner. They'll give it to Shore. He'll go to the left side. To the point for Nurse. Put it off the end boards. Holloway now out to Shore. Back to Holloway. Gets to the high slot. Left wing to Nurse. Got it to the corner. There's Doughty for the Kings. Off the boards. It hits Nurse. It stays in. Doughty behind the net for Anderson. Back over to Doughty in the right wing corner. Oilers will make a change. 2-1 Kings. 7:35 gone here in the third period. Anderson left wing, off the left wing boards, gets it out. Market center. Puljujärvi left it to Nugent Hopkins, just got it in. Durzi goes in behind his net for the Kings, off the right wing and down the ice. That's going to be icing against Los Angeles. 7:55 gone in the third period. 2-1 Kings lead.
Not a lot of room out there.
Not at all. Kings doing a good job of blocking shots
in the first, and then just pushing Edmonton, boxing Edmonton out.
And now a good job at just limiting shots. They are 26-18 in favor of the Kings. As the puck sent to the point. Kulak off the left wing is shot. That's blocked. Hit Grundstrom, comes out and goes down into the Oilers' end.
What's crazy is Danault just interfered with McDavid in the neutral ice area. Look at this. I'm going to call it a 1-3-1.
Here on the left wing, Draisaitl gave it to McDavid. Comes into the Kings zone, back to the point. The Kulak skips over his stick. It comes out. Flying out of his net is Skinner, and he was able to leave it for Bouchard. They'll get it up the right wing to Hyman. Now to Draisaitl across the line. It goes in on the offside. Oilers are able to tag up. Here's Durzi in his own end up the left wing. Now to Moore. Into the Oilers zone, dropping it to Arvidsson. He'll shoot. Miss on the short side. Kapari in the right corner. He lost it. As Draisaitl will skate through the middle for Edmonton. Get it into the Kings zone on the right wing. Now followed up to Murray. His shot blocked in front of the net by Arvidsson. Hyman had to go off his stick. Edler off the right wing boards, gets it out. Barry after it. And Kupari on him. Puck goes to Grundstrom off the right wing. Put it in front of the goal. And that one never got to Skinner. And skating up and coming out is Janmark. Into the Kings end through the middle. Janmark will shoot it. Pad save made by Peterson. He shot out the right pad. Puck's into the blue line. Ceci keeps it in. Up the left wing and getting to center is Fiala. And on the backhand he'll dump it in. 2-1. Kings lead. 10:24 to go in the third. Here's Costin on the right side. Off the right wing boards and in. Dowdy. Oh, he gets crushed by Costin. The puck cleared out by Kopitar. That was a solid hit. As Klim Costin ran into Dowdy. As Kopitar comes in on the right side, goes in behind the Oiler goal. In front of the net, the one-timer, Kempe fanned on it. Skating out is McLeod to center ice. He'll dump it in. Well, they called icing. They got waved off and then called, and there was a little indecision. But either way, it's an icing call with 9:53 to go in the third, and LA up 2-1. Costin lowered the boom on that hit on Dowdy.
Ryan McLeod, one more step, and it's not an icing call, so now he's got to win a draw here back in the Oilers' D zone. Good rush up the ice from Janmark, but a lot of one-and-dones for Edmonton.
Face off to the right of Skinner. McLeod against Deneau. Well, Deneau kicked out. So Trevor Moore. He's got both for LA. Zach Hyman has scored for Edmonton. Puck sent to the line by Ceci. It just comes out. Here's Moore. He'll dump it in. Nurse back forward across to Ceci. He'll bring it up the right wing out of the Edmonton zone for Puljujärvi at center ice. Now to McLeod. Came through the middle. That's swatted off of his stick. Jersey on the left wing to Arvidsson. He'll come out for the Kings left wing. Now to Moore into the Oiler end. Lost at top of the circle. Cleared out by McLeod. Jersey over to Roy. Now through the middle. Directed in by Arvidsson. Bouchard able to give the puck to Devon Shore. On the right wing to Dylan Holloway. He'll get it in. Walker up the right wing for Kopitar over center ice. Get the puck into the Oilers zone. It's taken away by Dylan Holloway. Behind the Edmonton net for Kulak. On the left wing to Shore. Couldn't get it through to Holloway right at the Kings blue line, and it's shot in by Velarde. There's Bouchard on the right side for the Oilers. Up the right wing boards to Ryan. He got it out. Puck goes to the Oiler line. Kings unable to get that in deep, so it's Holloway will shoot the puck down the ice. Just wide of the Kings net. Oilers make a change. So down to 8:25 to go in the third. 2-1 Kings lead. Puck played into the Oiler and Kupari after it. Diving after it was Nurse. Bad angle shot by Fiala. The save by Skinner as Kupari went hard into the corner boards as diving back was Nurse, and he needs to be attended to in the corner in the Oilers' end. We're going to take a break. 8:13 to go in the third. 2-1. Kings lead the Oilers. From Rogers Place, this is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Introducing Flourish Gin and Vodka. Best enjoyed on ice and now available at Rogers Place. The preferred vodka and gin of the Edmonton Oilers. Proudly Alberta crafted by Eau Claire Distillery. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Game 7, third period. Just seconds left. He takes it in the kitchen. A quick deep past the kitchen island. And into the living room he goes. Slips past the defense on the carpet. Shoots off the fireplace. He scores! Oilers win! Oilers win!
All dreams start at home. Chase yours in a customized Coventry home. Start dreaming at mycoventryhome.com. Coventry Homes, the preferred builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation is proud to present the largest 50-50 in Alberta. Your participation helps lift up the underprivileged, keep our community rinks open, build homes for those in need, and provide equipment and programming to get kids playing hockey. The jackpot is quickly growing to a massive total. One lucky winner will have their life changed forever. Purchase your 50-50 tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050 today and help make Oil Country a better place.
ATLC license number 605933.
Introducing Flourish Gin and Vodka. Best enjoyed on ice and now available at Rogers Place. The preferred vodka and gin of the Edmonton Oilers. Proudly Alberta crafted by Eau Claire Distillery. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Boone and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1. The Kings lead the Oilers. We got 8:13 to go here in the third period. It's been a battle tonight between these two teams that hooked up in the first round of the playoffs.
Playoff level intensity.
Yep. Oilers won it in 7 last spring. But it has had that type of intensity and defensive awareness in this game that feels like the playoffs. 16,943 here at Rogers Place tonight. Shots 27-19 in favor of the Kings. McDavid will take the draw against Deneau outside the Oiler blue line. The puck goes to Bouchard. Has it in the middle on the right wing at center ice to Draisaitl. Is going to shoot it in. Peterson can't stop it. Puck goes on the left wing. McDavid back to the blue line to Kulak. Puts it off the corner board, so it goes over to the right side. Moore to Deneau will get it out. To Arvidsson, makes a move, is going to come into the Oiler end, trying to get a shot. A backhand, the save made by Skinner. Puck in front of the net, another save by Skinner, this time off of Deneau, and he holds on to it. 2 big saves by Stuart Skinner to keep this a 1-goal game.
Sometimes that pairing of Kulak and Bouchard have had some tough moments, and somebody needs to learn to stay in front of the net. Like, they're both chasing back behind the goal, and nobody had to know in front of the net. You know, there's some teams that play a modified version of zone. Always have a defenseman in front of the net at all times, and it's amazing how that often limits backdoor tap-ins and that sort of thing.
Back to the blue line, Dursey.
And you know why they made
covered up by Skinner.
Zone defense illegal in the NBA,
well,
right?
Because it worked.
Because it worked.
Face-off will be to the right.
You can also play a man within a zone, which some teams do. Which I think actually the Oilers are trying to play.
Here's Dursey from the point. A shot goes off of Grundstrom and wide of the net. So Janmark will take it behind the goal. Right wing to Barry. Now up the center ice for Nugent Hopkins. Grundstrom all over him. Dursey gets the puck to the Oiler blue line. Ryan Murray, forced back by Grundstrom, can drop the puck for Tyson Barrie. Long pass. Find Nugent Hopkins or make that find Janmark. Puck gets through the middle. Nugent Hopkins was going to the net. Couldn't get to it in time, and Dursey will go high in the air and out. It's going to roll to the side of the Edmonton net where Skinner can set it, and Barrie skates away.
Quick shift, McDavid back out there. Got to give him the puck.
Barrie over to Ceci. He'll shoot it in, and Peterson out of his net to stop it. Give it to Walker. Puck near the top of the circle is Ceci trying to keep it in. He does to McDavid across the blue line. Gets it low off a stick, bouncing into the slot. And that one just played off the left wing glass and out by Edler. And there'll be a face-off in the King zone. We got 6.5 to go here in the third. And it's a 2-1 Kings lead.
Edmonton's only had 5 shots on goal in the first 13 minutes of this period.
That's tough sledding to get opportunities. Kings team that had won 4 in a row before losing in Calgary on Monday. Off the draw and the Los Angeles zone. It goes to the right wing corner. Fogle. Turned over to the boards. Sent up in the air by Velarde. And it does come out. So Puljujarvi across center there for Ceci. He'll shoot it in. Anderson lost it in behind the net, sent it in front of the goal, off of McLeod. It goes to Peterson. He'll cover it. That hit McLeod's skate, went on net. And Peterson covers it up with 6:05 to go in the third.
Just get the sense that I think they've made enough calls tonight. Like, I mean, there's guys getting tackled in front of the net. Puljujarvi posting up there, and sticks getting grabbed, and back out comes McDavid along with Draisaitl and Zach Hyman.
All right, McDavid to take this draw against Deneau to the left of Peterson. Face-off won by McDavid to himself. He has it in the right wing corner. Back to the point. Ceci, his shot. That one hit traffic in front of the net. Nurse has it left corner. Behind the goal to Draisaitl. Trying to hold off Roy. Roy dumped him down. Puck comes loose. Moore can't get it out as Ceci had come in from the right point. Now Dursey knocks down Hyman. Crowd reacts.
Yeah, what game are these guys watching tonight? They've been brutal.
Puck along the right wing boards. Hyman swings it back to the left wing point. Nurse across the line over to Ceci on the right. On the right wing for Draisaitl. Goes into the corner of the Kings zone. Over to the left. Some help from McDavid. The puck on the left wing as Draisaitl gets it to the point. Darnell Nurse down low to Hyman. Now to McDavid. Slides out of the right corner. To the blue line. Ceci will walk to the middle. Give it to McDavid. McDavid on the right. To Nurse. The shot goes off of Peterson. Puck on the left wing point. Here comes McDavid. To the left wing corner. His shot. And the save made by Peterson. Puck cleared out and down the ice. Will...
Oh, come on.
The ice
went over the line.
Here comes Hyman. He'll skate through center and dump the puck in. Doughty around to Anderson. Won't get it out. 2-1. Kings lead. 4:38 to go here in the third period. Doughty in behind the Kings net up the right wing. Sent up in the air and out. Sent back in. So it's Anderson over to Doughty. Up to Kapari. One touches it in. Fiala into the Oilers zone on the right wing. Cross to the left point. Anderson will shoot it. Saved by Skinner. It's behind him. And sent in behind him was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to save the day. Put it back under Skinner, and we get the whistle. We'll take a break. 4:16 to go in the third. 2-1. Kings lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
In life, there are those who do and those who do more. Just like F-150. Doing more is part of our DNA. It's why F-Series has been Canada's best-selling line of trucks for 56 years. We don't raise the bar. We are the bar. Right now, get 1.49% APR purchase financing for 72 months on select new 2022 F-150 models. Your Alberta Ford stores have them available now, but they won't last. Get your 2022 F-150 today. Visit your nearby Ford store or Ford.ca for details.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2023-24 Edmonton Oilers season seats.
Let's go to the Nets.
Be there for the next Game Day Live event, November 21st at Vinnie's, 807 Saddleback Road Northwest. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com. You're listening to Oilers Hockey on 630 CHED and on the Radio Player Canada app.
2-1. The LA Kings lead the Edmonton Oilers. We got 4:16 to go in the third. Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, just before we went to break, saving a goal. As it had gone in behind Stuart Skinner. Shoveled it back underneath him. Face off in the Oiler end, and Barrie can chop it up the right wing boards and out. Costin will bring it in through the middle. He'll shoot it. Didn't get it through, and the puck cleared out. Here's Kempe down the right wing into the Oiler end. He'll let it go off the shoulder of Skinner. Kempe into the right wing corner with Barrie on him. Puck goes to the point. Roy over to Dursey. Dursey will take a shot, and that one blocked in front of the net. In behind the goal. Velarde tried to wrap it around. Put it off the side of the net. He'll come out of the left corner. He'll shoot. Save made by Skinner. He holds on. 3:42 to go in the third. Oilers down by 1.
Gabe Velarde won a Memorial Cup playing for Rocky Thompson in Windsor. They've waited on this guy. He's dealt with some upper body challenges. He's got 10 goals this year. Got off to a hot start, but he looks like a lot more composed player than we used to see a few years ago. Realizing that potential, former first-round draft choice.
Just took a little longer. Race off to the right is Skinner. Ryan against Deneau. And go back to Bouchard. Will get it out. Deneau sweeps it back towards the Oiler blue line. Kulak up the left wing to Fogle. Now across to McLeod. He'll bring it in on the right wing. He'll shoot it off the stick of Anderson. That launches over the glass and out of play. We'll get a little jostling in behind the LA King net. Warren Fogle's right in the middle of it. Face off in the King zone. 3:26 to go here in the third. Good to have you on board wherever you are along the Oilers radio network this evening. Thank you for tuning us in. Edmonton's trying to pull one out here against the Kings. Kings had a 1-0 lead after the first. The teams traded goals in the second. We've had no scoring so far in the third. Face off to the left of Peterson. And it'll go in behind the net to Doughty. Up the right wing to Arvidsson. Now to Moore. He'll dump the puck in. It's in behind the Oiler goal. Rimmed up the right wing. Bouchard to Hyman. Back to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard will now skate into the Kings' end. Right wing to Hyman. He'll drive in behind the net. The left side will give the puck to Draisaitl. To the point to Kulak, but he had pressure and he was just trying to keep it in, but Moore clears it out. To Arvidsson on the left wing. Just inside the Oiler blue line.
He's had a great game.
He has been very good. Puck cleared out to the neutral zone. As it's bouncing around McDavid. Checked by Fiala, gets to the middle. Kupari now to Fiala, skips over his stick, goes to the left wing corner of the Oilers' end. Now to the right wing for Grundstrom. To Fiala, left wing corner. He gets dumped down by Bouchard. Puck goes to the right to Draisaitl, to the middle of McDavid, skates through center, comes in over the line, rips a shot, and that one launched off the stick of Walker, and it goes out of play. 2:20 to go here in the third, and the Kings up 2-1.
I think it's fair to say the Oilers have missed a guy like Evander Kane tonight.
Sure.
Let's not forget that he got 3 goals and the hat trick in game number 3 of the series in LA, and then the empty netter to close the deal in game number 6 in LA. Had an animated conversation with their fan base after that goal, as I recall.
And he did. Puck cleared out by Velarde. Here's Nurse inside the Edmonton blue line. Get over center, went to shoot it in. It hits a leg. Nurse follows it up. Rims the puck on the right. Back to the point it goes. Ceci hammers it off the end glass. The left wing. Sent back to the blue line. Nurse low for Costin. There goes Skinner for the extra attacker. Puck in the left wing corner. 1:45 to go here in the third. 2-1 the Kings lead. Janmark trying to get the puck loose. Costin in there too. It goes to McDavid in front of the net. And that pass just misses Nugent-Hopkins. It comes out. Here's Ceci on the right wing. Now to McDavid. He'll drop it. Janmark, his shot. That gets blocked. As that one went off of Kopitar. Puck along the right wing boards. Draisaitl to the blue line to Nurse. Now to Hyman. He'll come down the left wing. He'll get in front of the net. Now behind the net. Doughty on him. It's sent to the right wing point. There's nobody there for the Oilers, and it comes out. 1:10 to go into third. 2-1. Kings lead. Here's Nurse. Right wing to Draisaitl. Right into the
holding all game.
Puck doesn't get out. It was kept in by Hyman. Puck gets to the middle. We're into the last minute. Moore will get it out. He'll shoot. He'll score. It's a hat-trick goal for Trevor Moore. Makes it 3-1 for Los Angeles. That goal will come at 19:07 of this third period, and Trevor Moore will get the hat trick for the Kings and give them a 2-goal cushion with 53 seconds left. And Trevor Moore is having himself quite an evening. Now 5 on the year. Arvidsson picks up an assist. Arvidsson's got 3 assists in this game.
Los Angeles goal, number 12.
Here's Shore now to Holloway. He'll shoot it. That's kicked out by Peterson, and the puck is sent up in the air and down the ice. It'll be icing against the Kings as Fiala put it all the way down. Timeout being called here by the Edmonton Oilers with 38 seconds to go in the third period. Well, to this point, you got to give the Kings credit. They've held the Oilers to 22 shots and just a handful of chances.
And again, think about it. They did not have Doughty and Arvidsson in that playoff series. They've added Fiala. They're basically at full strength. I know they don't have Iafallo, useful player, but he's not Evander Kane. And Kane and Yamamoto are in the Oilers' top 6. And this is basically a 1-goal, 1-bounce game. It's a 2-1 game with an empty netter. They won a lot of face-offs tonight, which they're good at. They blocked a ton of shots in the first period. They've played dive in the grenade hockey for one another tonight. It's another reason why they've had some success in this game.
Well, the Oilers will send Stuart Skinner to the bench and go 6-on-4.
Janmark out there.
Janmark out there. Well, he was out there on the last 6-on-4 too. Or 6-on-5, sorry. Face off to the right of Peterson. Puck gets to the left wing corner, and it is Hyman to the side of the net to Janmark. Forced in behind the goal. Puck comes loose on the left. Grundstrom will get it out. Sent towards the net, and Grundstrom missed, and it will be an icing call against Los Angeles. 25 seconds to go here in the third. Well, Janmark's had a good game. He's had a few chances.
Yep.
Looks like he's had a lot of jump.
Yeah. Oh, he's played over 400 games in the league, right? But when we're talking about Matthias Janmark, that's perhaps emblematic of some challenges that the Oilers have had higher up the lineup. We're going to see a couple point streaks come to an end here.
That's true. McDavid and Draisaitl. McDavid with the puck right now. Now to Nugent-Hopkins, to the line. Barry gets it off the inboards. It goes in behind the net. 8 seconds left. Back to the point. Draisaitl. Cross ice pass to Janmark in front of the goal. Put on net, and a save made by Peterson. Right on the doorstep was Connor McDavid, but Peterson got across. 2 seconds left. Draisaitl to take this draw. He's up against Kopitar. As they drop it, and the game will come to a close, and the Los Angeles Kings will get the victory 3-1 over the Edmonton Oilers here this evening. Kings improve to 11-7-1. Oilers drop to 9-8-0. The point streaks of Leon Draisaitl with 11 games comes to an end. Connor McDavid with 10 games, that comes to an end. And the Oilers now Now 4-6 at home, and the Kings, give them credit, they played well here tonight.
Yep, the Kings played a classic road game. They got the lead. They technically didn't capitalize on the power play. They outlet
almost. I mean, it was right at the end.
The other thing that happened here is Edmonton only got one half power play in the entire game. They were still upset over the whole sequence involving Alex Edler, and there will be different nights where maybe, the Oilers outshot the LA Kings 9-3 in the third period, but the Kings got the empty net goal, and a result here, they ended up, they were a little bit better than Edmonton. They were a little bit sharper. They're a lot healthier right now, and they got a good team.
Speaking of good teams, Vegas Golden Knights are here on Saturday.
Yeah, this effort, the Oilers are going to need to bring more to the table coming up on Saturday night against the Vegas Golden Knights. Are off to a terrific start. You know what? They got a captive audience with Bruce Cassidy. He's obviously a guy that had success in Boston. I think his expiration date, that sometimes happens with coaches, but Vegas underwhelmed last season. They got very high expectations, their organization. That's they're all in on every player. Logan Thompson, you know him from the Western League. What a story out of Brock University. And Stuart Skinner and Logan Thompson played in the Pacific Division Final a couple years ago in the bubble, and I wonder whether or not I think we'll probably see Jack Campbell go Saturday. That's my guess here. I thought Stewart was good. He ended up making a total of 29 saves on 31 shots by LA. He didn't cost Edmonton the game, but this was a really effective shutdown performance by the LA Kings. And I also think, Cam, to a certain degree, the Oilers got a little bit frustrated in their top guys tonight and got a little bit out of their comfort zone. And it was feisty, and I think it's incumbent upon, we're not going to have Evander Kane on the team for the next 3 to 4 months here in Edmonton.
That's the reality.
So, you got to be exhaustive in trying to replace him in the short term. I'm not saying you go get a $3 or $4 million guy, but given how limited some of your players in the bottom six are minutes-wise, I don't know if it would hurt to have a player of a little bit more truculence, and maybe he can be a dynamic that Edmonton doesn't have right now. But Vegas is going to be a tough opponent come Saturday night.
3-1 the final. Kings over the Oilers. Trevor Moore gets all 3 for Los Angeles. Victor Arvidsson picks up 3 assists. Zach Hyman with the goal for Edmonton. The Kings win it 3-1 here at Rogers Place, and our Rogers postgame show's coming up next.
Exclusive.